Spoilers! Spoilers! Oh, we've come too far. It is tomorrow somewhere. Is my microphone even on? Can I get a mic check? Anybody? Don't all jump in at once. Anybody? 5x5? It is tomorrow in Europe and in Australia and in New Zealand and other Western, Eastern maybe, and deep Southern territories. So here we go. All right, guys. Stop screwing around here. Let me mute the how's the audio? We good? I muted the computer speakers. Can you even hear me? Clear series. The Clear series is here. We're going to get into that at midnight. Right now, it's only 10 o'clock on the East Coast. And in 2 hours, we will be opening a box of Gothic. However, let's see who's here. Let's take a minute here and see who's in the chat. Thank you guys for attending the Gothic celebration tonight. It's going to be pretty epic. We got Mike Pelly was first on the scene with the Flames, and then the weekend safety officer says he's just going to do a quick safety check before the show. Looks good, clear to launch. Ziz is here. Ziz is rocking the sticker from a sticker box from Alpha for good luck tonight. We're going to open an Alpha box soonish. Not very soon, but within the next 90 minutes for sure. There will be a box open. We got a few things to show first, per usual. So we got 31 people in here. The Collector Art House Discord really popped off this week. It was an exciting week leading into the release of Gothic, which happens more or less right now or tonight at midnight on the East Coast, but already underway in Europe, kind of, if anyone was able to get product somehow, and in the Deep South, where actually I'm not sure they got it. Did they get it in Australia? In New Zealand? I'm not sure. My throat's a little scratchy. I'm reorienting. Realm's End. How you doing? Easy 5 Displays up in here. What's up, man? Paco. David Bosque. Good to see you, dude. Facebook champion. I saw you posting today. Nice work in the community group. Card Art Chris. What's up? The safety officer. John Rothrock. What's up, man? Good to see you. ECR Kelly. Risley. Big Willie Risley's up in here. Maybe it is Risley. I've been saying Risley this whole time. Desdemona? How's it going? Alterist, I think? Am I right about that? All right, who else we got? Hex Dwarf, always on the scene. Mike Massad. Benji. Benji's in on the break. JDJ Sapphire, what's up, man? Good to see you. Timbo is here. Big Willie Jackson, Terror Fantasy again. I'm not reading the comments anymore. I'm just reading names. Cho is here. The dragons are here. The dragons are here. It's getting warm actually. I might have to shed a few layers. Beep 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 Gothic. What's up, Mystic? Myso Synth. Some of you guys are changing your names or new. What's up, Steamroll? All right, guys. I think I covered everybody. Thanks for being in here. We got 37 people. It's a nice start. We're going to get the overhead cam going. And I should have probably had an agenda slide. I should have started with a slideshow. Immediately regret that miss. All right, here we go. So what we're going to need to do is add the overhead cam to the screen and see what kinds of treasures we find. All right. So what we have here is many, many things. Let's lose the keyboard. First, we have the Collector Art House Playmat. And I think I have several of those. I don't have many 2-player, maybe only 1 or 2. This is the single player on top of the 2-player Collector House Playmat. As you guys know, Severin was one of the first artists that I started working with in Sorcery, collaborating with to offer her work. And we did this amazing collaboration with the Collector Art House Playmat. So we got a bunch of those, and we got a lot without the logo too, in both single player and 2-player. But we are here to sin tonight, to reveal, leak, and spoil. But we're not really going to do that, actually, because we're going to wait till midnight until it's kosher. Per company orders. Prime midnight, and then 12 hours later, they're going to drop the card catalog on Curiosa.io, and the Collector Art House website will be updated with the card catalog by end of night, Friday night, and you'll be able to find those. I think Paco's helping me on that. I think we're still going to have it sorted by default by artists. It is kind of like an art-centric and sorcery history-centric channel, or website, rather. Okay? So let me clear out Arnold there. We're not going to need him anymore. Hell's taken over now. All right, so what do we got here? All right, so here's the story, guys. This is what happened. For those of you that are new, like I said, a lot of people joined the Discord today, and the YouTube's been growing. The Sorcery Community Facebook group is growing. I think we're closing in on 5,800 members. So we're really close to the 6,000 member celebration. There'll be massive, first of its kind type giveaways, massive giveaways for that event. It's going to be pretty insane. But this all started, feels like almost like an end of year recap. You know, once a year we get to celebrate the release of a new set in Sorcery, a major set. We had the Dragonlord mini set, you know, Ed Bear Jr. Dragons. So we got all the Ed Bear Jr. Dragonlord mini set shirts at SCG Baltimore recently. We're coming up on Sorcery Con. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce, not 3. I said 3. I'm actually going to announce 4 additional artists coming to Sorcery Con by the time the show is over. But I'm going to do that in the midnight hour, because as we get into the Gothic box, as we discover cards from those artists, I will confirm and announce that they will be coming to Sorcery Con in Indianapolis. That's going to be February 19th through the 22nd. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Massive artist presence and gameplay. It's going to be huge. So roughly 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 3.5 maybe, slightly over 3 years ago, the alpha set debuted. And myself, along with 3 other people, so 4 in total, were the top backers of the Sorcery Contested Realm Kickstarter. And in that came a pretty loaded pledge package, right? We didn't really know what it was at the time, but one of those items was the 4 alpha pre-constructed decks. You see it says pre-constructed decks, and you know, it's been a while since I looked at this. On the side, we have the elemental avatars. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So at the time, pre-alpha, it was called the Avatar of Wind, later changed to the Avatar of Air. And of course, we have Earth, Water, and Fire. So as it went, they had the Kickstarter, and in the order that the top 4 backers backed, they got to select which of the 4 avatars that they wanted. So the first to go was the Avatar of Earth. And let me do something here, guys. I'm going to remove that. Actually, wait. Let me do this. All right. There is the Avatar of Earth original painting. Oil on canvas from Severin P. Now, right? And then next, I'll show it like this, right? After Earth, Water was claimed. After Water, Fire was claimed. No. It's not true. It's not true. It was Earth, Water, Air, and then Fire. So I was 4th. So I got Fire. I always wanted Air. There is the original painting of Air, right? So where's Fire? I had Fire. I had to give that up. You know, unimaginable. In a 3-way deal, I worked out a way after 2.5 years to get the Avatar of Air. So I own that one personally. This one is a consignment offer. So this one is actually for sale, which is unimaginable because there's only 4, right? Impossible to get that. So that one, we're fielding offers until Christmas. Now the 23rd, really, not Christmas Eve. So it'll be settled by the 23rd. Either somebody will claim it, and the person selling this one, who was the first overall backer, is pretty amazing. He was lightning quick to claim the top tier. It was like a $10,000 pledge, right? So it's pretty extreme. Like Sorcery was nothing before Kickstarter. Everything that goes to Kickstarter is nothing until it goes to Kickstarter. You don't know how it's going to play out, right? So this lunatic claimed the $10,000 pledge immediately, and he got to pick the Avatar of Earth. So it was the first ever Avatar ever claimed. One of 4 done by Severin Pino, one of the legendary artists of Sorcery, of course, did the Philosopher's Stone. And he has decided to part with this and offer it. So fielding direct offers for that. I don't know what's always going up with my mustache. Looks like I got a nosebleed. I had to go look at it the last time. It must be my dark hairs under the nose. The lighting or something. The Avatar of Earth. So you can contact me for offers on that. If he doesn't agree to the offer, if he gets an offer that blows him away, he's going to accept it. If he doesn't, we're going to have the Christmas Miracle auction, which is going to be an amazing offer. In the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group and the Collector Art House Discord, it'll be auctioned starting on Christmas Eve. I'll probably start it Christmas Eve. That'll be fun. Maybe like typical 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern, Christmas Eve. It'll run through New Year's Eve and end on New Year's Day. The Christmas Miracle. So the week of Christmas through New Year's, that'll be up for auction if someone doesn't claim it first, right? So there's been a few offers in the 5-figure range. Right now, there's been a few offers, I'll say north of 20. I'll just leave it vague like that, right? And like I say, again, this guy's looking for an offer he can't refuse. The Avatar of Fire was comparable, massive sale. I own that one. I framed it. It was an amazing frame. It was really tough to move on from it, but I always wanted air, so I found a way in a 3-way deal to acquire air. But now Earth is going to be available, and that's pretty incredible. So anyway, back to the pledges. He got that one. I got Fire. I ended up with air through a deal. So now 2 of the 4 backers have parted with their original painting. I'm considering myself not having parted with it because I only did it in exchange for the one I wanted originally. So this one's never going to be available, the Avatar of Air. Unless I run into like some crisis where like I had to do the unimaginable, which is unimaginable, so probably not going to happen. Probably just going to keep it, and I'll sell the ring of banning. The Ring of Banning. Maybe I'll offer that one. Probably not, though. Probably take that one to the grave, too, and the Key Theorem Mechanism. And are there any other Severins back there? I do own 1 or 2 others, I think. Let me think. Yeah, at least one that I've never revealed. Pretty epic. So 2 of the 4 gone. The Avatar of Water has never surfaced, so it's as good as dead. It could be in the bottom of the ocean at this point. I have no idea. It's unattainable, really. So it's like a once-in-a-lifetime deal here. I don't know if the other 3 will ever come to market. I guess you never say never. Who knows? Maybe the guy with the water will emerge and say, I'm out. I don't know. But this one's probably going nowhere. Once this one sells, probably going nowhere. The Fire's already changed hands once. So that's about it. That's kind of, some people get upset when I say it's the Grail of Grails, right? I call a lot of things Grails because there's many Grails. You're going to see some tonight. And that one is pretty massive. So a big opportunity there. And I thought I'd talk about it when we're talking about the precons here, because in the precons, the other thing that the 4 top backers got was a precon kit that was signed by Eric. That's why you have the signature there. We got 4 of those. So I got 3 on the shelf, and I pulled one down to show you guys. So actually, let me put that back on the shelf. All right. So we got the precon kits. The other thing that it came with was it 12? 12 sample packs, right? So the sample packs were very interesting. I'm going to zoom here now so you guys can get a good look. All right, so in the sample packs, what happened in the Kickstarter campaign is there were 12 sample packs distributed. And each of those, why do I have all 4 of what, Timbo? Oh, no, 4. I'm sorry. There were 4 per backer. So each of the top 4 backers got 4 precon kits. So I got 4. The 3 other guys each got 4. So there's 16 out there in the world in total, each signed by Eric. All right. And then we got 12 sample packs. And again, sample packs were pre-alpha prints, test prints from the Chinese factory of the cards in alpha, right? So we got 12 each. I think I've done breaks of sample packs. Really the only channel that's ever done breaks of sample packs, interestingly enough. And probably because they're stupid expensive to acquire. Each pack is easily right now in the $3,000 to $5,000 range. Each one of these packs individually. Because no one's selling them at this point. Everyone's asking like $4,000 plus, and people are either privately buying or they're not buying. And I opened, I want to say like somewhere in the 30 to 40 range, 30 to 40 packs of sample packs on the channel. So you can go to Collector Art House and go to the live tab, and you'll find many sample pack breaks. And they are the rarest cards ever officially printed by Sorcery from the official printer, before alpha even debuted. So the interesting thing, this is my personal collection here, what I'm showing you here. I like I said, I got 12. I actually broke some of my own. I very rarely sell my own stuff, right? But what would happen? How did I get 30 or 40? I kept buying them. I kept buying them and buying them. We kept breaking them and breaking them. And it's pretty amazing. We got to spread those sample packs all over the world for a few $100. Everybody got a slide in the break. And then you can get it affordably, right? If you don't want to spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a pack of cards, you just get one or two. And most of them number in the single digits population in the elite, for the elites or uniques. Even at the exceptional, they're still incredibly rare. You know, typically there's like 8 to a dozen, maybe 15 on the high end at the exceptionals. And then the ordinaries will range from like 10 to 20 on average. So the interesting thing about these is when they sent them in the Kickstarter pledge, the packs that went to the US. So actually, I got to explain this a bit, right? This one has no sticker on it, right? So this one was printed initially well before even the Kickstarter campaign. So the ones that have no sticker on them at all are the first ever sample packs. These are the most rare. There's probably, I would say, like single packs that I know of, maybe less than 10 in the world remaining, sealed like this, unopened. And then from what I understand or what I believe, I know Eric had like a box at his house, and I assume some of the early employees, maybe they have a box of these ones with no sticker. And if the employees have it, unlikely to come to market, I would assume, you know. So for all intents and purposes, let's say there's like a few boxes worth of these with no sticker at all. But then the ones in the pledge packs, again, 4 backers. I know that 2 were from Europe. I myself am in the United States. And then the 4th guy, I'm not sure, right? So the ones that went to the US, the top 4 backers got 12 each. And then there were the collector tier. There were 24 people. Is the audio not working? The guy just says audio. This is audio. That's it. No explanation. Look, what does this mean? What does this mean, audio? What about it? Is it good? Is it bad? Let's elaborate. Hey, I'm getting distracted here. I'm assuming you can hear me. Audio is fine for him, not the other guy. All right. So 12 of these at the 24 collector tier got 4 sample packs each. And then there were 100 people that got 1 sample pack. So they were very rare across Kickstarter as well. The ones that went to the US had a sticker on the front like this, and then a barcode sticker on the back. And then the ones in Europe, there were some that went to Europe, backers. You think about the backers that had the first 100, then the collector tier, then the Avatar of Realm tier. Each of them, the stickers were different. It was very interesting. Some had the sticker on the front, barcode on the back. Some had no barcode on the back. And I'm going to show you each variant. So from my personal collection here, I got one variant from every region of the world. So there you have the variant example that has a sticker on the front, no barcode on the back. There's another one with the barcode on the back. So maybe I think I showed you the wrong side. I showed you the wrong side. I use this as the divider. All right, let me do it like this, guys. This is gonna be interesting. All right, that's what it was. All right. All right. Bear with me here. It's been a while. I have full videos on the entire history of sample packs. So you have one sticker on the front, nothing on the back. Sticker on the front, barcode on the back. No sticker at all. No sticker at all. The first ever printed. And then the ones in Europe, and as I recall, it's in my video and my articles, I think these ones were from with a sticker on the front, boat stickers on the front. There were some from Europe, and then maybe other regions of the world had that variant as well. So that's another variant of the sticker packs. We don't know. I mean, we do have some data on the variants of each of those packs. And then this one, they did a print run that actually had the pack art on that. And on the back, this is what's truly special about these. It says first edition test. So these are extremely rare, probably the most rare of all. There are not a lot that have the first edition test. That's really where the unknowns are, right? Do company insiders and employees have first edition test packs? We believe Rudy has a box. He kind of teased it in the background of one of his videos about a year ago or so. So he might have a box of these first edition test variants with the pack art. And then these ones were the first ever printed with no sticker. And then the others were just variants by region of the Kickstarter tier. So you got to have all 5 to have the complete sample pack master set. And to my knowledge, I don't think even Eric has the full master set of those. I don't know. I don't think he does. I think that's the only complete world set in the world. And then there's a few extras for good measure. Maybe we'll break one again someday. All right, so let's put that away somewhere. Jeez. All right, so we got the World Mystery Tour. The other thing about the precons is there were also sample test print precon cards. So here I have this in a beautiful bearish case. You see on the bottom of the case, you have the bearish logo. Otherwise, it sits like this, right? When you display it, it's facing me. I can see the front of the box. It's a perfect fit. It's perfect fit for the actual precons, the alpha precons, which is what most people have, right? Like the Eric boxes. It would be a perfect fit for those with the seal around them. Custom fit to fit that perfectly. This one is a first edition test precon kit. So it's all 4 decks, precon deck sample cards. So it's a full deck of sample cards of all 4 elements, first edition. So again, I know these went to about 4 or 5 content creators. Early days, very early days. Most of them, and actually at this point, I believe all of them sold them. A lot of them broke them up and they sold the cards individually. And, you know, I even auctioned many of those for several of these content creators. So I sold them personally myself. Some sold them in their Patreon, or they sold them privately by whatever means. And this is the only still intact complete set from all of those content creators that I acquired from the one guy that still had the entire set of all 4 decks. So within this, 2 of the decks are sealed. I'm not going to take it out. I've shown it on my sample pack video. All 4 decks in their entirety, every card included in them. So many sample cards. It's just insanely rare. It just doesn't exist, right? It doesn't exist anymore because they all broke them up. So they're all kind of disseminated all over the world. So that's pretty sweet. All right. These. All right, guys. So we got that. But preceding that, right, before there were machine Chinese factory printed sample cards, there were the Eric created cards, right? So these 4 decks, in fact, you saw a recent interview with Eric, right? And he talked about his days at Grinding Gear Games, Path of Exile. He was the art director. And in the early days, it was just a company with him and Chris Wilson. And the third guy, whose name escapes me right now, I mean, I haven't slept all week, guys, honestly. I was going to bed at like 12, 1 o'clock, waking up at 5 o'clock every day, like a maniac. Tonight, I'm going to be up till 2, probably, just live for 3-4 hours. My throat hurt before I even started talking. I'm going to be running my mouth for at least 3 to 4 hours. We're just getting warmed up, baby. So these 4 decks, Eric made these before he even figured out where he was going to print cards for these days. He talked about it in his interview with Chris Wilson recently. He said, Chris, I made these decks. I would go to like old school Magic tournaments or Magic conventions. I had enough decks. I would get together with my friends. I'd go to these conventions and I'd just play the game. Like I'd just test play it, right? In those early days. So they weren't officially printed. He actually made these boxes himself. He mocked it up with the Severn artwork that we talked about, the two original artworks there. And in fact, on one of these, it says pre-constructed wind deck, right? Because it was called the Avatar of Wind before it was the Avatar of Air. So again, the most unique of the four in a way, right? Because the name changed. But the matriarch was always the Avatar of Earth. So Severn described the Avatar of Earth as either like a mother figure or an older sister of the three other sisters. I did a behind the art feature article about that story. So these were created by Eric, the box themselves, and decks of the elemental avatars themselves too, to kind of play test and develop. So really interesting history. Those are the four original decks. These are the decks that were given to Red Zone Rogue. The first, you guys know the Red Zone Rogue TCG YouTube channel. He was really interested in sorcery early on. Eric leveraged him to kind of get the word out about the game. And he was really a flesh and blood guy at the time. He's kind of moved on from that. He's into other indies. He doesn't really do sorcery stuff so much anymore. So he ended up giving these up and to somebody else, actually. And then I acquired all of them from the guy he sold them to. So I also own all four decks of these. And I took the cards out. I got them sleeved up. But I can show you a similar example. So we got the half-size tokens, right? Before they were full-size tokens. I mean, before they were quarter-size. So they were half-size tokens. And then this is an example. I actually have several more of these Eric-printed playtest cards that preceded the Chinese factory printed cards. So you could see he created these themselves. It's comparable cardstock, right? It's not like a flimsy cardstock. It's pretty legit. I'm going to slide one out. But you see the rounding of the edges. You know, it's quite different from a regular sorcery Chinese factory printed card. So these are very interesting. These are the same pedigree and provenance as these. So I have the 4 full decks, and then I have a few deck boxes of others. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here really quick. See what we got. Oh, the temp art, right? That was a big one. The Yokai Kappa. And Eric marked it up there, I guess. Why did he do that? Oh, I think there was a typo. So he actually wrote on this one. Oh, it said iron skin. Iron. So there's an extra E after iron. So he blotted that out. It should have said iron skin. Yokai Kappa's site is also a water site. So the temporary artwork that they were using, this was not the Garu Duaso artwork. It was done by another artist. I actually did a feature profile on this, I think on the Sorcery Community Facebook group, talking about that. But you see there's like a lot of, an alternate art, Upwelling from Elvira Palikowska that was not used. Signed by the guy that I acquired these from, several of these, because Eric had contracted out a guy to help with the flavor text in those early days. And that's who I acquired these from, and I had him sign several of those. So these are also quite rare. Like I honestly, I don't think anyone else has signed versions or versions at all of these, unless Eric retained those. But from what I understand, I'm not sure he even knows or remembers if he still has those. They're the earliest things ever made for sorcery. So I have a few boxes of those and the half-size tokens. I gotta clear some space on the deck. And I'll on the desk. Then I'll figure out what you guys are talking about in chat. All right. One of these days, we're going to have a history museum exhibition type thing, right? Where I will bring all this stuff. And actually, I'm talking about potentially partnering with a local store who has a very significant and expansive LGS network. He has 6 stores. I think, if I understood him correctly, I think he has 4 currently open, and he's breaking ground on 2 new ones. So across the country. So most are in the Northern Virginia, Maryland area. Then he's got one out in Seattle. And we're trying to figure out how we can combine forces with Collector Art House and this local store presence to kind of proliferate artwork, the art of sorcery artists and world-class alterists, not just online, not just through Collector Art House Patreon, not through just all my social media forums, but also in person through brick and mortar stores where people could come and experience and witness art in person. So with that, that would also open doors to many opportunities to encourage, support, proliferate gameplay, in-store gameplay, which would be very helpful for Sorcery, getting the word out in Sorcery and growing it, and also to make appearances and show original paintings, historical cards, all the stuff I just showed you guys virtually. You could come out and see in person. All right, what have you been talking about in the chat? I'm terrible about following chat during lives. I might as well not even do lives. I don't know. If you're not going to follow the open a sample pack just for fun, that would be fun. If they have 2 stickers on the front, they have a sample foil in it. There are no sample foils. Don't let them bamboozle you. All right, you guys are talking about when you're getting your Gothic. He still prefers the term art director, according to a recent interview. For what? For Sorcery? He's the art director of Sorcery. I know RZR followed him right at the moment he started covering Fab. That's cool, yeah. Yeah, he's a good advocate for indie games for sure. So it was a good move going through him. This is a pre-recorded stream. It might as well be, right? Because I don't even read the chat, but it's not pre-recorded, I assure you. Is that what you sent out with the Severin postcard? What are you talking about? Are you in my Patreon? If you are in my collector Patreon, I did give away many very early development playtest cards. Those were from one of the people that Eric hired to do game design and development. So he had signed many of those cards. And just as a reward to early supporters of Collector Art House, when I was just getting started and I had nothing, I just kind of emerged onto the scene as a super passionate mega fan. People would support me on Patreon. I thought it was very generous, because the value proposition was fairly minimal at that point. I don't even know. Maybe I just kind of started doing YouTube content. That wasn't YouTube's not my main thing. I had the collectorarthouse.com website and then the Sorcery community Facebook group pretty early on. And I was super active in the official Sorcery Discord before I created my own Discord. So I was just kind of starting out, right? Growing early days. And there were a lot of guys from the start, from right away, 20, 30 guys that started supporting me. So I sent early development playtest cards to many people and just gave those away, along with prints from Severin Pinel that were signed by her. They were kind of 4x6 postcard style. So if that's what you're talking about, those are different. Those are from an early developer and supporter of the game. So, oh, you're in the Patreon? Yeah, so you might have got one of those from me. Those are also unique, no one has those besides my early Patreon supporters. So thank you guys. A lot of you guys stuck with me too for the past 3 years now, I think it's been. So it's pretty insane. All right, so what are we going to go to next? Covered sample cards, precon first edition, the Eric precons, the Red Zone Rogue playtest cards. We talked about original paintings, so let me do one of these. The Avatar of Earth, right? So that one's, someone's going to buy that. If you guys don't, maybe I will. I don't know. So here's the cool thing about this. On the back, you see it's from France, the actual canvas board that it's mounted on. It's oil on canvas over a stretch board, right? So you could theoretically, it's kind of ready to hang immediately, right? Severin already had this on there. You just put a nail on the wall and boom, you're good to go. So Avatar of Earth, beautiful original oil on canvas painting. It's absolutely stunning in person. Everything you would dream that it would be. It was really hard to ship away the fire, even though I always wanted that ear, So a nice frame on that, or you could hang it without frame, but a nice frame on that would make that really amazing. So it's called the Earth Maiden, 46 by 55 centimeters, painted in 2019 by Severin. All right, we can put that up on the Gothic painting. Lean against the wall so the owner doesn't slit my throat. All right. And so we talked about the bearish acrylic cases. Severin Pinel actually designed the logos for bearish acrylic cases. Those were the early concept sketches. I actually connected her with Bearish, and that's how they connected and got these commissioned. from Severn. So there's that. I guess this was just a collaboration we did of the 4 elemental avatars that actually turned into an embellished print series that we offered through to Patreon supporters. We were playing with like a sketch concept, right? Where you'd have the Philosopher's Stone in like an eclipse style with a radiant element to it in the Ouroboros, and then the 4 elemental avatars is kind of like a montage. And in this one, she was playing. This is like a color study essentially. It's difficult to see, but you see they're like kind of colored a little bit. She started painting on these a bit, and she wasn't like thrilled with the concept. So she ended up doing like the entire, like a full color concept, more like the playmats that I'm going to be getting out to folks in the next few weeks. Finally coming through production. Well, what I wanted to show you guys, talking about the 4 elemental avatars, we got to go back to the overhead cam. And this is pretty amazing too, because there's no way anyone could ever acquire all 4 of the oil on canvas. Actually, in theory, I could have had 3 of the 4, but it would have cost me like $100,000 or something, which would have been friggin' insane. I can't be doing that. All right, you gotta have limits. So this here are the 4 original alpha elemental avatar sketches, the actual originals, 1 of 1 original sketches for the 4 elemental avatar concepts. And these actually became curios in beta, as you guys know. So I always told, I would like message Eric and I'd be like, dude, you got to make sketch card curios, right? He did the Eric's Curiosa in Alpha. So you got to do something with the 4 elemental avatars. You could have a curio of the Avatar of Wind and put Avatar of Wind instead of Avatar of Air on there. Or have you seen these sketches? Have you actually seen them? He must have seen them, right? When she did the concept. But they were perfect for a curio, and lo and behold, it actually happened in beta. So I don't know if it was because I was pumping that and pushing that in the Discords constantly, or if, you know, he had that idea to begin with, but it actually manifested in beta, which is amazing. And I'm going to talk to you guys in the midnight hour about the first 3 curio discoveries from Gothic and how one of those relates to another idea that I was kind of pushing through the Sorcery Community Facebook group, which Eric and other employees of Eric's Curios are in. So again, chicken and egg type of thing. Did I guess it right? Or did they like the idea and deploy that? Or am I just a maniac and I'm making too much of the reference that I think was used for one of these Gothic Curio discoveries? I don't know. But this is pretty straightforward. These are the 4 avatars. So we had fire, the original that I had. This is air, right? So these were the original sketches, the 1 of 1 sketches for the 4 oil on canvas avatars. The avatar of water, and lastly, earth. The first, right? First to be claimed. One of the most iconic, probably, you know, some of the most iconic artwork in Sorcery. All right, guys. All right. I should have had a protein bar ready. I'm already freaking hungry. We're only 38 minutes? Where'd those 38 minutes go? All right, reseller review. What a name, dude. Wait, what is he saying here? This man is too much sorcery awesomeness. It'll become a sad story in 5 to 6 years for the community who are desperately jealous. So it's sad for other people. Okay. I thought you were saying the game was going to die or something. And then like all my my mind-blowing collection will just go to nothing and vanish and evaporate. Oh, wow, Danny, welcome to Sorcery. He's getting his first box from an LGS tomorrow and rip it with friends. First time getting to see a Sorcery product. Wow, that's amazing, man. So myself, I was one of the first people in the Sorcery Discord in the fall of 2021. So it's been 4 years now, 4 full years, more than 4 years, which is pretty freaking amazing, right? That all this time has passed, and look how far we have come, right? I talked about early on just being a fan of the project. Made the collectorarthouse.com website, which I'm going to show you guys and showcase a bit in a moment. And that one thing led to another. I just built it because I wanted to interview the artists and I love their work and I didn't want to bother them. I wasn't doing any kind of YouTube. I had no YouTube presence. That was not my thing. I just wanted a website and I wanted to get to know the artists because I really loved and respected their work. So that's what I did. And Did a ton of interviews on the collectorarthouse.com website. There's a massive portfolio of, or catalog, I guess you'd say, of, I don't know, 15, 20 interviews with artists. An interview with Eric Olofsson, the game creator. Part of that interview he used in the first ever magazine publication of Sorcery Contested Realm. There were snippets of our Q&A from the interview, which is really freaking amazing. Eric loved the website early on. I curated all the art, all the full art imagery. I had the artist interviews. I had artist bios, how you guys can contact and connect with those artists. A big part of it was connecting fans with artists, which I still do to this day. And he loved the website, and he used it in the Kickstarter campaign, which was amazing. You know, I was very flattered because I had no idea how to make a freaking website. No idea. I had to YouTube like what a domain means. I'm still not sure. I don't know. I just get a bill once a year, and I'm like, I guess I need one of these domain things and something else. There's like 2 things you need, right, to host a website. I'm still a noob in that regard. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is this is going to be pretty amazing. At midnight tonight, this page is going to go live. No sooner than midnight, which is about, let me do some math here, 60 minutes in an hour, so about 75, 76 minutes from now, the Curio page on the collectorarthouse.com website is going to go live. So I'm going to have to show it to you guys behind the scenes, right? I'm going into the back website engine to show you guys this page because it is not live yet. Actually, I'll do 2 things. It'll be kind of funny. I'm going to show you the new, let me see how I find this now. With my guy, Agent Paco, we redesigned that page. And it's going to be a really amazing Curio page reveal tonight. All right, so what I need to do is this. All right, found a new page. I'm going to show you guys first the old page. Paco's Godly. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. Collector Art House. I'm going to add this to the stage. All right, here's the Collector Art House. You go to the landing page, and boom. It didn't work. Hang on. All right, you go there. Whoop, Collector Art House. You see it? You see it? Come in. Look. No art house. Boom. Collector Art House. You got this animation effect. I must have YouTubed that 3-4 years ago. Maybe, actually, I guess it was 4 years ago. Nothing? Boom. There it is. And then the door. A friend of mine, he had this door on his website. I was like, what is that door? And he was like, I don't know. It's like down the street from my building. I thought it looked cool. And I was like, it does look cool. How about I use that on my website? I'm trying to learn how to make a website. I'm going to interview some artists. And he's like, oh, yeah. All right. He's like, just put my name on it somewhere. Did I even do that? I think I did. I thought there should be a credit there in the darkness. It's hard to see. So the idea is you click on the door and you enter the art house. I don't know if I actually ever showed that. So in here, you get an overview and it talks about, you know, what is Sorcery Contested Realm? So we just had a guy in there that said, let's go animation. We had a guy that said he's opening his first box of Sorcery. If you want to learn everything there is to know about Sorcery, you go to collectorarthouse.com. Talks about the Kickstarter campaign, how the project got started, and then you have hyperlinks here where you can go find the artist bios. You learn all about every one of the artists in Sorcery. The card catalogs. We have all the cards organized by artists. And then you have a massive library of artist interviews and artists. And articles. So I have guest authors that write about gameplay. They do top 10s. They're doing speculative best cards in Gothic as of the spoiler releases. And then I wrote all this article and curated this art and stuff to kind of spice it up about what makes Sorcery what it is, what differentiates it, what makes it special, unique, different from other games. And you get like all the snippets of all this alpha art, right? Why it's so profound as an artistic art project is what this article is mostly about. But then I also get into the flavor of the gameplay, the tight coupling of title, art concept, type line text, game mechanic, and flavor text, and just the brilliant aesthetics, the collective that Eric brings together as a great art director to really showcase the glory of the game and talk about various pieces, some insights from artists. Fun little article as an introduction. Tab here just shows you where my Patreon is. If you guys are interested in having access to art and special exclusives or just supporting my efforts and the things I do. And here you have the full art catalog. It's freaking incredible, you know? If you want to see all the beautiful art of the game, there it is. If you have the Oculus, the Facebook Meta Oculus thing, You look at this in 3D, like on a full massive screen, it looks freaking amazing. All right. Behind the art, quick walkthrough, right? You click on an image, you want to know about King of the Realm, the story behind it, you click it, and then you get an article that pops up, tells you about the King of the Realm, insights from the artist about the concept, the art direction from Eric. And there's a massive library here of behind the art articles. Cards, the card catalogs, again, you can do that by artist. Two different ways. You go to the sub page for each artist, or you just go and you say, I want to see all the Andrea Modesti cards. So I click on Andrea Modesti, and you see the card library from all of his cards from Alpha through Arthurian Legends. And we'll be uploading Gothic tomorrow, like I said. The artist bios. So you find a little blurb about each of the artists. If there's an interview, there's a hot button there where it takes you right to the interviews page, and you can find the interview with Andrea Modesti. You can find a link to his website, contact information of the artist if they're on social media. Andrea's more old school, so he doesn't. So you have the Instagram, Facebook if they have it, sometimes ArtStation, all the different legends of sorcery, right? There they are. Interviews and articles, tons of interviews and articles. And in Collector's Corner, you have the Curio cards page, right? How's the King of the Realm doing? He's holding up, man. I thought he said he wanted to pop in tonight. I don't know if he will or not. You never know. You never know with King. I guess I should leave my phone face up in case he contacts me. So, by the way, guys, keep in mind that you want to go to, in the show notes here, the link tree. You could find the website, my Patreon, Sorcery Community, Facebook group, the Collector Art House Discord. I have an Altars and Artist Proofs group. I have a Art Market group. I have a Buy, Sell, Trade Marketplace group on Facebook. I got like 10 different platforms. Now, that's a pop-up ad, Paco. Is it broken? No, it's not broken. It's just a pop-up ad. So this is the old Curio page. That's how it used to look, right? And honestly, it's a freaking mess. People love it because it's the one-stop shop archive of all of it. But formatting-wise, it was kind of rough, right? You'd have to go through. I built it like a noob, just kind of going through. And then you can click on every one. You get a description. I have a nice detailed description of everything there is to know about this. The 9-piece card, and actually that link takes you to another article about that. So this is the way it was designed before Paco rolled into town. And now, if I go to preview mode of the new page, I'm going to preview this very quickly. I'm not going to get into the details until midnight when I can spoil the Gothic Curios. And we're going to talk about the Gothic Curios in about an hour. So we got to get into the alpha break in a minute. But here now, you're going to go to this page, and you're going to be able to look at all the alpha Curios, beta, Arthurian Legends, and then Gothic Curios. And then you have the information that I used to have there before. What is a Curio? If you're new to the game, this is the content that was there before. It right from the Kickstarter, it tells you what was a Curio. I was the first really to deep dive on Curio and dig into the rich history of what they were. Every single Curio, I either guessed or influenced what some of them were in alpha and beta, maybe in Gothic as well. We're going to talk about that later. Or I either guessed right or Eric and the team liked the idea and they used it. I mean, they don't talk about Curios, so we're never going to know, right? So it's kind of a blessing and a curse. I can only speculate on what could have been or what did transpire. So there you have it. I have some deep dive articles about Curios, what they are, profiling all of the alpha Curios in great detail, insights from the artist, that type of thing. But here, let's say if you want to see all of the alpha Curios, right? So you click on alpha, and then you're going to get the alpha Curio gallery, and you're going to find all of the alpha Curios. Now you got this nice little button. So at a glance, you can see the kind of the community's shorthand name for what the title is, or the actual card title. The 9-piece collage doesn't really have a formal title, so we just call it the 9-piece. It's got 9 artworks on it. So you get a little snip, and you're like, let's say I want to learn about the Brahm, the Death Speaker, right, by Gerald Brahm, which is one of the top, most iconic cards in there. You click on that, and you're going to find all the information about that card and how it's a reference to Guardians. So a much cleaner look, right? So when you're on that page, you can click back, or you can go look at the next one, right? The next one is the Devil's Egg, and it tells you all the details, exactly how to find it. And then a deeper dive article. Here's an interview with Brian Smith, where I showed for the first time, I revealed the full art of the Devil's Egg. And we realized from my interview back in 2022 with Brian Smith, he had shown us the Curio version of the artwork, which was lighter. The original painting was lighter, and it was more zoomed out, right? So you could see these figures a little more prominently, the shadows of the figures next to the Devil's Egg. In the regular alpha version, it was zoomed in a bit more and darker, so you really couldn't make out those figures as well. So that's how you knew it was a Curio. It's very subtle, right? But anyway, going back a couple clicks, we can get back to the main alpha catalog page. Or you could go back further, and you could go back. Oh, you go back. It's messed up because I'm in edit mode. So anyway, I will show you the live reveal after midnight when that gets published. I don't want to dwell on that too much, but it's a much cleaner look, a lot more fun, and interactive, and easier to discover everything you're going to want to see and learn about Curios. And we'll talk about the discoveries, but we're getting into the alpha break here fairly soon. But first, I want to show a few things. All right, so at midnight, we talk about Gothic, right? Day of Judgment. This was the promo card at the SCG Con events. Go with a little more lighting overhead. So the beautiful Aranja art, Raphael Lurch. Excuse my thumb. My finger's like split open. It's dry. Don't worry. I'm not going to bleed on the cards. But when the weather gets cold here in the Northeast, there's hell to pay. So the Day of Judgment, you see that face comes to life in that foil. Really epic. This was the special promo card you could only get at the SCG Con events that went to judges. So I was able to acquire one of these. They're very rare as it stands now, but a beautiful promo card. And we're going to talk about Alpha Curios. So to introduce that topic, let me do one of these with the lighting. Zoom out a little bit. And we just talked about the iconic Brahm. So we got the Brahm original painting. Arguably, guys, let me know in chat, is the Alpha Brahm the top Curio? Or is it the Death Dealer by Frank Frazetta? Both of them are the most valuable in the game. But I don't know. It's kind of a split, and then people will start saying things like, oh, I like Mirror Realm, or I like the 9-piece, or I like River Styx, right? Everyone has a favorite, but the most valuable are the Brahm and the Death Dealer. And that is the 1-of-1 original painting. So I showed you guys just quickly on the screen the Guardians card that it was used in Guardians in the 90s. And now here it is reused and licensed for Sorcery. And that is the original painting by Mr. Gerald Brahm. Pretty incredible. All right. So I'm going to put that, I got to put this away safely. All right. I put it back into my, I made like a system that I could bring it. I actually revealed that at SCG Con in Baltimore. When was that, guys? A month or two ago? That was an epic reveal. So really quick, there's the Gothic box, by the way. We get into that bad boy later. And here we have an Alpha box. See the Alpha logo? So we're going to crack the Ars Curiosa. We're going to break that to bridge us to midnight. I stripped down. I stripped to start off the show. The safety officer got me back in check. So we got some Alpha Curios we're going to take a look at here. Just the camera. And let's see what we can do about some better. All right, there we go. A little better lighting. We got the Bloom of Frogs. Where's the Frogman tonight? I haven't seen him in chat. Is he showing up for this thing? The Wind Blast, which actually had a sample card that was same artwork as a sample card. Different title. Sidewind is what the name of it was. The Grid Lord. So in early Sorcery, before they came up with... Where's my Swedish Ars Curiosa? That's a sore spot, man. It's a sore spot. I got to get that one. The Grid Lord was one of the names potential for the game. Probably is a joke. The Grim Tangle, you see the symbology. Again, you go to my articles on collectorarthouse.com and learn all about these symbols and kind of like the insights in the background. The beautiful River Styx. Rich history on this one. And the 9-piece, one of my favorites. The Belfry, I don't know, a legendary sight. So they were oriented vertically before they became horizontal sights. The Murder of Crows. Hold that thought, guys. Murder of Crows. Mikhail Nagypal. And the first ever sketch card, Curio and Sorcery, the Eric's Curiosa. All right, so we got those fun toys. What else we got here? This bad boy's up for auction. Beautiful Altar by Andrina Jardim. Andrina Jardim is coming to Sorcery Con. You guys are going to get to meet her in Indianapolis. My freaking mangled thumb is going to be a big distraction all night. You're going to be able to meet her at Indianapolis Sorcery Con, February 19th to 22nd. And she painted over Infiltrate in her own concept. There it is. Beautiful altar card. So I work with some of the greatest altarists in the world. It's a really honor and pleasure to do so and help them showcase and promote their work and get their name out there and hopefully be commissioned by Eric in Sorcery Contested Realm. This isn't a baggie, so it's not going to show well, but this is the first ever. She kept the number 1 for her kids. This is the first ever offer of Philosopher's Stone. I auctioned this for Severin 2023, I think it was, or early 2024, maybe. Now, this must have been 2023, I think. I think it was sold for like $6,500 or something like that. $6,500. It was like a record sale for artist proofs. I think even to this day, it's probably still the most expensive artist proof ever sold. And I reacquired it. So I actually own this one now. I own the first ever Alpha Philosopher's Stone from the guy that bought it. I bought it back. It's like, I can't. Well, you have that? It's the Philosopher's Stone. It's the first ever. I gotta have it. So I got it. And it's part of the history collection now. The art history collection. So pretty amazing. What is this? I don't remember what that. Oh, I was talking about sample cards and I almost forgot. All right, is Eric here? Hey, Dan, is Eric here? ARIC, Eric. This is a first ever seen. Eric doesn't even know this exists. So on the Collector Art House website, do I still have the regular website up? If you go to Collector's Corner sample card gallery, Eric is in the room. All right. So sample card. I didn't know you guys were living together now. That's a big step, brother. That's a big step. Congrats. All right. So the sample card gallery, there's a Google Sheets document that ARIC pulls together. And he has done this masterful, amazing job of accounting for all of the publicly known discoveries of sample cards from YouTube videos, from people privately on Discord selling stuff. He'll contact them. He'll be like, hey, how did you get it? Was it a pack from Kickstarter? Can you tell me all 15 cards you got in the pack? And he has them all cataloged here in this pop report spreadsheet. You can access through the Collector Art House website and through this Google Documents. So under the rare tab, you see the total population here for a lot of these sample cards. Many of them are one of ones. You see a few here. There's only 4 total. This is the total column, right? You guys seeing that okay? I could zoom in. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. All right, so total pop size for each of these elite or unique sample cards, 2, 1, 0. How's that 0? Oh, because there was one in the precon kit, and he's saying 0 from the pledge packs. Or the pledge packs, the sample packs. There's the sample packs, and then there's the precon decks, right? 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So nothing more than 4. They're extremely rare. And this is one that Eric does not know about until this moment. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go back to regular Zoom for later because we're going to need that. And we're going to pull down. All right. So first ever, this is going to come to auction. All right. I'm going to offer this through the Sorcery Community Facebook group and Collector Art House Discord auctions. And it's the only one ever discovered in the world. The only one we know to exist, possibly the only one that does exist. A unique pre-alpha sample card of the Crown Prince by Asi Haikala. This unique mortal graces you with his presence. What are you doing? Are you not watching? Is mommy sleeping? All right. You can. All right. I'll see you later. Got a 4-year-old on the loose. All right, so Crown Prince. So if you remember, in the alpha version, it was 3 to cast and it had 3 power. So it actually got buffed a bit. However, the mechanic on the Crown Prince is wildly different, much different in pre-alpha. If this prince would die, return him to your hand instead. So it's much different than the final mechanic that manifested in alpha. It's a beautiful card. It looks very clean, great condition, and it's a 1 of 1, possibly the only one in the world. It's literally the only one in the world that we know of. So it's a massive card, right? And we'll see. We'll see what the market thinks about that one. It'll be a lot of fun to see. And then speaking of 1-on-1s in the world, the only full set of the 4 gems, which preceded the cores from alpha. These are the sample cards of the 4 cores, the Melissa Benson gems. Windward gem. This is the only copy in the world. No one has ever pulled this from a sample pack. We don't know if Eric has one. We don't know if employees have one. Publicly, we have no idea if there's even another copy of these in the world. It's never been pulled in the couple hundred or so sample packs that have been opened, which is really amazing. They're not in the precon decks, so it's a 1 of 1, and there it is. Beautiful card. I think one of the most beautiful gems. Then there's a few copies perhaps of these, and the interesting thing is it's an exceptional rarity, right? So it's not even elite or unique, but you never pull this from the exceptional slot. 3 exceptionals in each sample pack. You never pull that, right? So the Wind Ward gem, the Water Ward gem, remember it's called Wind before Air, the Fire Ward gem, and the Earth Ward gem. Incredible collection. I made a deal to acquire these from somebody that was able to chase down all 4, and that is the only complete set in the world, and the only one that's possible because of this guy. There's a couple people, I believe, that might have 2 or 3 of these, but no one has this one, right? So completionist, if you're a completionist, that is the only one in the world. Pretty incredible. All right. Thanks for sticking up for me, Dan. Stand up to bullying, all right? Don't tolerate that. All right. So what we're going to do, guys, is reinvoke the Wheel of Names. All right, so we're going to close that. We're going to go to the Discord. That's what I'm going to do, guys. It's break time, baby. We're going to open up a box of alpha because we can probably pull that off in an hour, hopefully. So what we're going to do is go to the Collector Art House Discord. We're going to close the back-end engine of the website. We're going to go to Collector Art House Discord. We hit 1,800 members this week. Yes, please like the video and subscribe to the channel and share the video right now with your friends. Let's get them in here for the alpha break. That's yeah. What's up? What are you doing? Oh my god! Why do you do that? All right, give me a minute, guys. Hang on. Got a Miles Davis situation over here. All right, come on. Let's go. We gotta be doing that. Promise? You promise? Lay down in bed and get cozy, okay? You should be sleeping very late.
You cover me.
Sit down, sit down. Sit down.
You cover me.
Yeah. All right. I leave and more people come in. 72 people we got now. All right, guys. We got a 4-year-old on the loose. The wife's sleeping. The other 2 kids are sleeping. It's a disaster. There I am. Straight chilling with the Day of Judgment. Nice shot there, buddy. The Whiskey Wizard. So if you got a red label in my Discord, you're in the Patreon, right? And we got some special Patreon channels. And what does this event do? Event details? Oh, look at that one. Look at that. Nice work there, Paco. 440 new cards. Are you ready? All right, guys. So we got new people joining. Again, go to the link tree. You could join the Discord. Look at all. Holy shit. Dude, people are pouring into the Discord, and I love it. I love seeing fresh faces, a lot of new dialogue, a lot of excitement this week, new personalities coming in. Really good time. So when you go into the Collect Art House Discord, you find the live auctions, breaks, and offers, right? So we have auctions going on right now. We have the listing for Infiltrate. That's at what? About 300, 350 right now. And then you got some original paintings available for direct sale. If you want to acquire an original painting from Sorcery, we have the listing with all the details for the Avatar of Earth. Some memes up in there. My article about the Behind the Art article. I showed you guys the 4 sketches in real time here. You got to learn about the elemental avatars. And what I'm looking for is, this is where I advertise the breaks as well. So the break is pre-sold. It's sold out. We're going to grab the names for the Wheel of Names. I'm going to be sick after this one, guys. I didn't sleep all week, and now we're pulling an all-nighter. All right, we got Ricardo. I'm just going to call him Ricardo. I got to protect the innocent there. With his full name up in there. All right, we got Benji, BTMFer. We got BTMFer tonight. All right, what do we got? We got 5 guys? 5 guys. I'd kill for some 5 guys right now, man. Burger, milkshake, some of those peanuts. You got Europeans and the Southerners down in Australia have no idea. They're like, what's this guy talking about? They don't make it like that down there. A little stuffy. Diocho, what's up? Diocho's here. Whiskey Whiz. What have you guys been talking about? We had a Miles Davis situation with the 4-year-old. Crown Prince Top Thumb. All right, guys. So we got the wheel loaded up. Shuffle that a bit. Not going to need the keyboard for now. We're going to need to cut open the alpha box. We have our dividers, and actually put these in the box. So situation with the avatars we have, or with the playmats, we have the I did a collaboration with Severn Pinot and with Sam McKinnon, and we had playmats made. We did a pre-order a couple months ago at this point, so it's been very frustrating. A lot of logistics around the world are super jacked up because of tariffs and all the shit going on around the world. And it's taken forever to get these freaking playmats. So I was told once again, like I was told a couple weeks ago, they were supposed to ship last week. I thought they'd be arriving this week. Now they're supposed to ship by the end of this week, which is we're at the end of this week. So we'll see if that happens. See better. I'm hoping we might see those show up next week, late next week, is what I'm told. But we will have to see if the manufacturer follows through. And then for the next one, because there'll be more collaborations with artists for sure. Will we continue? We'll probably go with a different manufacturer next time, because both times were a bit of a headache. It took way longer than expected, but the people who ordered were super patient. I appreciate you guys understanding on that. Third-party logistics, right? It's very difficult. I got a lot of empathy for Eric's Curiosa. There's only so much you can do when you're dependent on a third-party manufacturer. They have to source the materials, they have to produce the product, and they have to make sure the quality control is up to par. So there's a lot of stuff out of your control. Then they got to ship it. Sometimes if it's international, it's got to go through ports and whatnot. This is a domestic printer, but they source materials from around the world. So it's complicated, guys. All right, so good luck to our contestants tonight. We have 5 guys on the wheel. We're going to open up Alpha, and then at midnight, we're going to open up Gothic. So Roberto's, who was the last guy, OSHA-approved spun wheel. 9 for Roberto's tonight. All right, Roberto's. All right, so we got the Collect Art House logo. I usually like to have Leo around when I'm doing this. So I got to see where he's at. I'm going to go with the Collect Art House playmat in the middle there. The Philostone playmat. So of course, you guys can't just like print your logo in the middle of the Philosopher's Stone. I got authorization to do that because Severin is one of the artists who I work with. I help sell her paintings. If you guys want a Severin Pinot painting, you can contact me. We'll probably also offer. We'll definitely auction more of her paintings. I have the 2 cats from the Welcome Store Kit original paintings. Those will be auctioned probably in the new year. We're going to let Gothic simmer a little bit. But if you guys are interested in one of her Gothic paintings or her Arthurian Legends paintings, which she still has some of those, I think all the alpha are sold. But if you're interested in Arthurian Legends work or Gothic, just contact me and I might be able to help you out with acquiring a Severin and many of the other artists from Sorcery. So let me close the Discord so it doesn't bleep. And then, yeah, Leo. We were talking about Leo. Where's he at? Where's our guy Leo? He's usually chilling. He's usually straight chilling around here. Oh, remember the Sorcery Con badges from last year? We're looking into doing the metal badges again from Sorcery Con. Those are the ones from last year. These are beautiful. I actually still have several of these. So these will probably be, I don't know. I got to talk to the guys if we're going to offer these for sale. If people want a nostalgic memento. Maybe you came to the Sorcery Con. You come to Sorcery Con for the first time this year. See 2024. These are really beautiful badges in the form factor of a card. So they're really nice collectible too. So you might be able to buy these in Indy. I have a bunch that I could bring to help support the event and raise cash. All right, guys. We're going to have to go Leo-less. What is actually in there? All right, guys. What are you talking about? All right. Everyone's blowing me up on Discord. I'm going to go 3. 3 from the side. Let's go 3 across. We won't do a mixer. We'll do 3, 3, and 3 for Roberto's. All right. So we got 9 packs. Finally into the alpha break. I'm probably going to need some. I'm going to break another case of top loaders. Need another stack of top loaders. I always ship the foils, high-end cards, and top loaders. And then we'll have some penny sleeves. Should have plenty of pennies for the hits. You got another pack here. All right, Roberto's. Here we go. Finally. How about that intro tonight? Put out a Curio to boost the odds. I could do that. What's the best Curio to put out? The River Styx? I always start with the River Styx. Or 9-piece. I love 9-piece. A lot of people love the River Styx. So we'll just enjoy that one for a while. Hopefully I won't slip that into Roberto's box there. His package when I send it out. I like to talk about packages on the show. All right, guys. The Albatross. Shade. Oh, Chaos Twister. Classic. I love the Chaos Twister. How do you guys feel about Chaos Twister? I've always been partial to it. All right, so I'm going to put that aside. Card safety insured. River Styx ability is your favorite of the Curios? The river connects your discard pile and creatures may move to and from it. Yeah, it's freaking insane. Insane design. That's a good call. All terrain. I actually have many artist proofs from Elvira Palakowska. It's not the Grid Lord. So if you guys would like to acquire one, you can find those listings in my Discord. And I also have many Vincent Pompetti artist proofs for sale. So if you guys are interested in Vincent Pompetti artist proof painted by Vincent, I will offer those. I am offering those. And we're going to see Vincent Pompetti at Sorcery Con. Big name, guys. Coming from Europe, from France. Grid Lord, I love. I agree. I did find out, unfortunately, Severin. Oh, the Geistwood. If only it was foil. So the Geistwood in foil is so hard to hit in Alpha. Severin will not be able to make it. She's expecting her first grandchild in January, so she's got to stay behind and help her son with the baby. She really wanted to come. She sends her regrets. She would love to come. We would love to have her, and we're going to make it happen one of these years. But yeah, it was kind of sad she could not make it, especially when her partner in crime, her best buddy there, Vincent Pompetti, two of them really bonded over the game. They met through the game, you know. They're both living in France, so they do a lot of shows together. They're kind of like a tag team duo in France, and it's a beautiful thing. And I was hoping they could come together, but that is not to be this year. But we do have many, many exciting artists coming for Sorcery Con. Yeah, where are the foils? I don't know. It seems like the top of alpha boxes, at least like in my recent experience, have been pretty dry on foils. Maybe we should do. Let's pivot after this break and go like full sleeve instead of. Should we do? Yeah, we'll do. Should we just go like full sleeve down and then across? That'd be kind of interesting. Instead of left to right. Let me know in the chat what you guys want to do with that. Yeah, like I was saying, we got a lot of great artists coming for Sorcery Con. Last year we had, 15 artists? This year I have 13 artists confirmed. 11 sorcery artists and 2 altar artists. Dude, 9 packs, no foil. No foil, man. Oh my God. Roberto's. I'm sorry, buddy. That is not fun. That is not a fun way to start. I feel for you, brother, and I thank you for participating because you helped us get the box sold. And all right, so when we go to Overlord Eins, that's what I was trying to remember. He wanted to keep 1 pack sealed. So I got to send him a sealed pack. Otherwise, we're going to be opening the full box. Well, you got the Geistwood. It's a little brisk up in here, guys. A little brisk. Got to go back to full. Go back to full One Piece. That's why we shuffle the boxes. Is that Roberto's? Robert? Did you change your name on YouTube? We're gonna bundle up for this one. I don't know, man. It's mob jacket time. It is mob jacket time for sure. There we go. I'm gonna shuffle it up. And a little spinsy. You've had boxes hot on the left and right and top and bottom. Yeah, it really is random. All right, Benji. Benji, I saw you in the chat earlier. We'll let you decide since you're up next. Do you want to go down a column? Do you want to pick a column? Or do you want to go left to right? Not dealer's choice. Your choice, pal. Your choice. Let me know, Benji. If you're still there, Benji. 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 Down or across? Stop screwing around. If I pick, I never win? Okay. All right, you guys pick for him. Benji's indecisive, guys. He's a little indecisive. Help him out. 10 packs for Big Benji. All right. Maybe the River Styx is a bust. Let's get a new Curio for a bit of luck. How about let's go 9-piece. Let's go 9-piece on this one. Across, down, left, middle diagonal. I don't want to go depth, man. I don't want to go for depth. Start across, keep it going. Oh, started across. Man. So we got double vote for across. Did we get any? What's majority vote here say? We got a down. One guy said across twice. We got another down. Middle. So that's also a variant of down. All right. All right, we're going to go down. We'll go down middle. Or the other guys didn't specify. We had a down left, a down generic, and a middle. Let's go down middle for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my God, is there 10 exactly? There's actually 10 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're going to do 10. So here's the deal, guys. I got 3 kits coming from Star City Games. Helping out a guy to get those, and he's graciously let me open his Gothic boxes on the channel. So if I'm not mistaken, were there 3 boxes in the Star City Games kit, SCG kit? So I'd have 9 boxes to open on the channel. So we'll either have like a box marathon opening. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, I thought it was a core for a minute. All right, so the telekinesis was the first foil hit for Benji with the 9-piece in the library with the candlestick. Something like that. I don't know. Who plays that Clue game? It's old school. It's young guys like, what's this guy talking about? I can't believe that left side is hanging out like that. Top 5 middle, top 5. You guys are still voting? I already these top loaders a little tighter. I gotta shove them a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna put your non-foils down here. You're gonna put your foils next to the 9-piece, and everybody's happy. They're still voting. Who is the 13th artist? Well, actually, Dangles, I only announced 7 artists so far. So at the stroke of midnight, when we start breaking the Gothic box, as I hit the artist card, I'm going to announce the artist appearance. However, there might be a Curio artist coming. So I think we'll start with the Curios. Paco's going to publish the Curio website at midnight. And then I'm going to show it to you guys on the screen. So we'll know what Curios we're looking for. And then I'm going to announce that one of those artists is coming to Sorcery Con. It's going to be an exciting moment. That's happening in my tracks is a Pudge Pack art. Almost forgot about that. I never pulled that one. All right, Pit Vipers from Mikhail Nagypal. So Mikhail is an artist who was in Arthurian Legends and he was in Alpha is what I meant to say, and he was not in Arthurian Legends. So he was missed. Tonight we're going to find out if he returns for Gothic, which would be amazing. Did you pull that mini 9 card tonight? Oh, so you just joined. Okay. No wonder you're confused. No, I did a introductory showcase of Grails, and I showed my Alpha Curios. I talked about the design layout of the old Curio page on the Collector Art House website and how our guy Paco completely re-engineered it and how we have profiled the first 3 Gothic Curio discoveries. And you guys are going to get first ever seen and heard insights on those discoveries. I did some research. I did some coordination with some of my artist friends right before the show so I could let you get... Oh, 4! 4, says Paco. Oh, my God. So I am going to... Oh, my God. You going to make me check, Paco? What do you mean 4? Wait, 1, 2... What do you mean 4, Paco? Was there 1 today, Paco? I'm going to have to look. I don't think I could wait till midnight. Should I be as surprised as you guys? I have to shovel the driveway so Gothic gets delivered tomorrow. Really? Where are you at? DBPTWG? Where are you living? Oh, Dream Quest. That deserves a sleeving. You already know? Oh. Oh, I knew about 4? 1, 2, 3. Do I know about 4? Dude, I told you I haven't slept all week. I can only think of 3 off the cuff. What is the 4th? What is the 4th? 1, 2, 3. I know 3 distinctly every time I think about it. The same pictures pop into mind. Indiana, right by... Oh, you're in Indiana. Isn't that where Indianapolis is? That's where Sorcery Con is. Are you the one who was saying you live in Sorcery Con state? I'm a little geographically challenged. Oh, another Chaos Twister. The twist. All right, no Curio. So, guys, actually, in my last Alpha box break, I hit a Curio. I went right by it. I hit the Free City Curio. I pulled on the channel This is what you guys got to do. You got to go to Collector Art House YouTube, where you are right now. You click on the Shorts tab, because I cropped it for a video short. And then go to Shorts. You're going to find tons and tons of videos of alters, artist proofs, original painting showcases, massive library. Click the popular button, and that'll sort by the most viewed video shorts. You're going to find a hilarious, awesome video of when I revealed the 9-piece Curio, from the first ever 9-piece Curio ever discovered. I talked to the guy who discovered it. It's a really great guy up in Canada. And actually, I know who owns that now. I might acquire another one. I might have to have. It was the first ever Curio ever discovered, and I love the 9-piece. So it's a funny story. I did a video short of that. The other one is I was the first ever person to pull an alpha foil Philosopher's Stone live on stream for the world to see. It was a real special moment because obviously I have that special connection with Severin. I own a lot of her original paintings. She was one of the first artists that I was an agent for, working with to offer her works. And yeah, so she's still a special person in my life for the past half a decade at this point. So, oh, another, I'm pulling Chaos Twister all day. Like it's my job. All right, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You didn't even notice the free city. That's correct, Timbo. I did not notice. It was like towards the end of the night. It was a long, like 3-hour stream. I had a long, elaborate intro, and then we offered 2 alpha box breaks. And I was so disoriented that I was just ping, 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 and completely went right by it, like the Adept Illusionist, duplicitous skills. And then the next day, I like the guy's like, "Did you you missed that Curio?" I was like, "What do you mean I missed the Curio? What are you talking about?" Oh, yeah, you missed it. So I went and looked, and lo and behold, there was the Curio. So I went to the Sorcery Community Facebook group, and I profiled it there. You guys got to join the Sorcery Community Facebook group on Facebook. It's the greatest sorcery group, man. Super active. This one has a lot of roller lines. That was a thing in alpha. You get roller lines sometimes. It's kind of unfortunate, but I think they tightened that up a bit. We're gonna find out about Gothic. Is Tony still making art? He sure is, man. And there was a reveal. I can talk about this one. So he did Sold Out Cemetery for Gothic. It was a card that was revealed by the company during spoiler season, and it was a collaboration. Oh, beautiful card between Alvira Palakowska and Tony Sudlow. So the first ever artist paired collaboration for an illustration in sorcery. It was sketched. The detailed architectural sketch of the Sold Out Cemetery was done by Alvira Palakowska, and then she sent that to Tony Sudlow, and Tony painted it. So it was an amazing collaboration. I do love Facebook. Facebook is a very good. The platform has been very good to me. Here's the reasons, guys. One, I like to meet new people. I like to connect with people. I grew up in upstate New York, Rochester, New York. I moved halfway through freshman year of high school, so I lost all my childhood friends in that move. And many years later, I was able to reconnect with all of them thanks to that goofy bastard Zuckerberg and the Facebook. So that's number one. Number two, the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group is my baby, right? The website, collectorarthouse.com, and the community group. I created a community group February 7th, 2022. So 3.5 years, going on 4 years now, and it's the largest group in the world for sorcery, bar none. The largest group in the world. So we're going on 6,000 people, been active on that literally every single day for almost 4 years now. So I've heavily invested emotional energy in that community group and in growing it. So it's kind of like MySpace. You still have his MySpace. All right. So what do you think? Was that lucky enough with the 9-piece, or do we gotta change up the good luck charm? What do you think, Benji? Is he satisfied? How did he do there? Actually, we didn't even recap. He hit an exceptional, an ordinary, the dream quest. I usually don't pay much mind to the unique elite slot unless we got a foil, but you guys love the MySpace. All right. Should we stay with the 9-piece? I kind of like that down row, but maybe we'll change up the Curio for this one. Let's give it a spin, see what happens. Did you just open that Curio? No. I did a showcase of the Curios before the break. I always have a big, long, elaborate intro, and that's what I did. All right, so Ripper. BTMFer. Ripper for 10. All right, so he's going to get a full slot. Should we give him the left column or the right column? What do you guys think? Left column or right column for BTMF or Ripper? Vote in the chat. Left column or right column? I'm going to change out the Curio in the meantime. So we got the Curiosa. We did the River Styx already. Gridlord would be pretty fun. So it's between Gridlord and Curiosa is what I'm thinking. Let's go with, you know what? I've sold like 4. I auctioned, I think, 4 Curiosas. They did very well. Let's go with that. We've had good fortune with the Curiosa over the years. Local guy pulled one. He just put it like in his bulk pile. I was like, dude, you didn't know you pulled the Eric's Curiosa sketch card? He's like, nah, it was in the box. It was just like in the box. I was like, dude, it's a sketch card. You didn't notice? It's a little different than these cards that are actually an artwork, finished artwork. It was in the box. It's like, all right. So I'd finish an auction. The runner-up, I was like, hey, the local guy didn't even know he had it. You want it? And we made a deal, and I sold like 2 Eric's Curiosa sketch cards in a matter of like 2 days. It was wild. All right. Everyone's saying they're begging for the right side. I am moved by your passionate plea for the right side. Look how badly he wants it. Right column, please, Mike. Please. Where's Jesus when you need him? Please, Mike. Please. I got the delicate woman's angel hand on my heart, begging you for that right column. All right. You want it? You got it, baby. This guy's not even involved in the break, but he wants it so badly, so overwhelmingly badly that he's got to have it. He's got to have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that is you. BTMFer is with. Oh, he's with you. Okay, he's with you. All right, man. Awesome. All right, BTMFer, right column. It was the passionate plea. I usually don't even pay any mind to chat. So all right, here you go, man. 10 packs. Let's count them again. 1, 2. You good with the Eric's Curiosa? Good luck charm, by the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's with the BTMFer right now. All right. Thank God they never made a sequel to that amazing movie. What movie are we talking about here? BTMFer? Is that a movie reference? I wasn't sure. All right. So the Vesuvius. I just auctioned a artist proof. So I had a full alpha set of artist proofs from Jesse Pilkus. Oh, that reminds me. I got an original. Oh, we'll do it in the Gothic segment. I have an original paint. Remind me, guys. When we do the Gothic segment, I have an original painting from Jesse Pilkus that I want to show you before I mail it off to the guy that bought it. This one, the glue was loose on this one. Like it slipped right open. So again, like Jesse's an artist I work with. He's so there's certain artists, like guys, right, that they don't like dealing with the business end of marketing and selling their art and haggling and negotiating on a price and stuff like that, or even the logistics of the stress of having to collect money and ship it and it's a lot of time. There's a lot of time and energy, right? Or they're uncomfortable with the business aspect. So some of the artists I work with, they just want me to handle their auctions and direct sales. Jesse Pilkus is one of those artists. You could try to message him. Sometimes he'll respond. Other times he's busy or just won't respond because he's like, whatever. He's busy or just doesn't feel like it. Oh, Colorado Space. That's a hot one. So we'll keep that one. So long story short, if you want a painting from Jesse, you could contact me and I'll let you know what's available. I actually have one that's slated for auction and one we just sold via direct sale. A guy saw one of Jesse's reveals, official reveals during spoiler season. And he was like, Mike, I'm really into that painting. Is it available? And I was like, yeah, let me talk to Jesse. And he acquired it. He ended up acquiring the painting. So I'm finding like more and more like some of these artists I commission or I auction exclusively their work, but some are also open to direct like private sale outside of auction. So if you guys just really love a piece, just let me know, and I can help you out with potentially acquiring it. Just hit me up on Mike Servati on Facebook, on private messenger or Facebook Messenger, or in the Collector Art House Discord, Collector Art House Mike, or on Instagram for that matter, I guess. I'm on Instagram too. It's Collector Art House. So it's easy to find me. Fun fact, Mount Vesuvius erupted on Dave Chappelle's birthday. Just a different year. Is that right? It's an interesting nugget. Don't forget original. They're already you guys want to see it right now? Let me get through BTMFers. Let me get through this thing first. All right, Crossroads. I got the original sketch up there on the shelf from Vasily Ermolayev. Oh, I had a chance to acquire this one too. So whenever I see it, I regret it. The Trinket, Torshammer. But so I opted for the Gilded Aegis from Dan Seagrave. I own the original painting of the Gilded Aegis, which is pretty cool because it's one of the 67 unique rarity things. But the trinket's cool because, you know, Eric was very fond of relics or items in Path of Exile and Grinding Gear games. So he makes the relics really cool in Sorcery, I feel. A lot of love and energy goes into them. So it's pretty cool. How many uniques? 67. 67 uniques in Alpha. Am I wrong? 6, 7. Is that what you're saying? If the kids were here, they'd be freaking losing their mind right now. My son. 6, 7. In Alpha. Dude, do you think Eric like trolled us 3 years ago? He was ahead of his time and he predicted the 6, 7. That would be freaking unbelievable. The guy's a man of many talents. Beautiful artwork, Mortality. I almost sold that one for Matthias. I've auctioned a few of his paintings, but he ended up selling this one to a local guy ultimately. So I sold his Exorcism Alpha original painting, and what was the other one? I sold his shit. What was the name of the? Is it Minor Explosion? Minor, right? Minor Explosion from Matthias. It's been too long, guys. Lack of sleep, Minor Explosion. Yeah, I sold that one for Matthias, and then also I auctioned his Gothic piece, the Iron Fist. I forget what it's actually called. What's the hand? The Iron Hand? Iron, isn't it Iron something? God, I'm losing it, guys. I gotta sleep more. It's rough. All right. All right, you got a few foils stacking up. Oh, the Mix Ignis. Beautiful. This was always my favorite mix. What is it called? Iron something. Cursed Iron. Cursed Iron. That's what it is. No one knew. Iron Mike Tyson. Oh, actually, Paco said it probably before me. But I said it before I saw it, so. How about that one? Can you wish my friend Mike Hunt a happy birthday? Happy birthday, Mike Hunt. You guys are savages. Absolute savages. This is the type of animal that I breed in my socials. What? What's up? Hungry? Why don't you get a bar? Sleeves are a little shorter. Interesting pack of sleeves. What do you want to eat? 11:41, 4-year-old. Asking for food. What do you want? What kind of bar? Chocolate chips. All right, I got 3 packs to go here. And then you're up. All right, we're going to take a short break here after the 3 packs, guys. I should probably get a bar, too. I'm freaking hungry. I think I will get a bar. Me and the 4-year-old are going to get a bar. I'm going to take about a 3-minute break. And then we're going to get into the next name on the wheel. Bosque. Is it David Bosque? It's animals. All right. Iron Shackles, Squirming Mass. Will he get any foils, or will he get... He wants the right side, because notoriously the right side sometimes have the sample, or the Curio find. Everyone thinks the Curios are always on the right side, although I don't think that's 100% proven. I think maybe the probability is a little higher. Oh, another mix. All right, so they were both non-foil, but you hit 2 mixes, which is pretty awesome. All right, so 2 mixes is solid. 2 from the Alchemy 9. There's 9 cards in Sorcery that were coined the Alchemy 9 in the early days, pre-alpha, and then when the set was discovered, people stuck to that. It was validated. The design of the mixes was a little different in the sample cards pre-alpha, and then there are sample cards of them. So you got 2 mixes, an ordinary foil, exceptional, ordinary, and then I sleeved up the color out of space just because it's pretty sick. All right, smash that bar button. What does that mean? The like button. All right, so... All right, man, you did all right. We haven't hit anything too crazy yet. I don't think we hit an elite foil yet. All right, so let's get a strategy down. We're gonna take a very short break. Let's go with Murder of Crows on this one. I'm gonna murder some crows. Actually, here, just take a look at these guys. Enjoy that for a minute. In case someone comes in, they'll be like, "Why did he just pull all those curios? Did he pull those?" I'll be back in like 3 minutes. All right. All right. All right. Sticker box? I didn't even check. All right, so we're going Murder of Crows. I'm going to the wheel. Was this a sticker box? Did anybody notice? Made me rummage through the trash. I don't think it was a sticker box. Maybe that's the problem. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to hide the chat. Best bit of the stream is when I walked out the door. All right, so this is the guy who wanted 1 pack sealed. He said, pick him a good one. We're in the last column, so 4 and 5. All right, man. And then Ricardo's dead last, like he always is. All right, man. Pulling an all-nighter, Ricardo. All right, so he wanted one that looked pretty clean because he's keeping 1 sealed pack from each set. This one looks pretty good. Take a look here. It's a little discolored. That one looks pretty decent too. Nah, it's a little dusty. Let me see here. I don't know, guys. Which one looks better? He wants 1 sealed. Sometimes the lighting can play some tricks. I see a little white speck there. It's unprofessional. All right, that's solid. You're going to get that one sealed. So what I'll do is lay that flat. And hopefully not F it up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. When are you going to do a 9-box opening? Oh, Ricardo. So that's the deal. Should I do all 9 boxes? You in a hurry on this? Or Gothic boxes? You want to do a 9er? Maybe I will do a 9er. Oh, Mirror Realm. All right, how about that? Mirror Realm and a foil. Thunderstorm. Or I can milk it and I could do 1 box at a time. And I could do several box breaks. Or I could do a marathon and do all 9 boxes. Would take freaking like hours. But then I could like cut it and splice it into multiple videos that I release and kind of bamboozle people and fool them into thinking I'm doing multiple breaks. I could relaunch them as premieres of breaks I already did. Because like whoever missed it live, what's the difference, right? They wouldn't know. They're like, oh, let's see this box break. Let's see what happens. And they'd be like, how did he have like 30 foils? Can you get 30 foils in a Gothic box? All right. However I like to do it, well, it depends. It might take me the rest of my life to do 9 different videos. Maybe what I could do is like a kit at a time. Yeah, I'll do it as like a kit. Do it like 3 times. Something like that. I don't know. I'll talk to you offline about it. All right. So we got Thunderstorm. Some sense of urgency. I did get the tracking from SCG that it was either at least the label is created, so I guess it'll come in next week sometime. Most likely. I don't think they're shipping like 2-day or anything. All right, so beautiful Mirror Realm. Congrats on that one. That's a banger. Now, what is a Noble? What's a non-foil Alpha Mirror Realm worth nowadays? $4? Is it $4 now? Are there any buyouts on that? Yeah, 1 pack a day. All right. Oh, the Highland Falconer. Got the original over there. See him? See him by my left ear? Yeah. See him by my left ear right there? There's the Highland Falconer. 67 cents. The original paint. That's the original painting back there, guys. $36.45? Are you kidding me? For the non-foil Alpha Mirror Realm? No respect. $23. Wow. So the non-foils. You tell me non-foils are not worth much in Alpha? Wicker Mannequin. Oh, it's $11.50, guys. It's $11.50. We can't be effing around. At the stroke of midnight, things start getting serious with Gothic. All right, 10 minutes. SCG shipped today, and you're getting it Saturday? Okay. Oh, actually, they're in Richmond, too. I forgot about that. That's like 2-3 hours south of me. I might have that tomorrow. Should have it Saturday, I would think. Oh, they printed yours 2 days ago, Alfred? Damn. And you're near me, too, so you should have it in your hands already. It's just labeled, though, you're saying. All right, guys. All right, so he hit... he did all right, because he only had 4 packs, and he wanted to keep 1 sealed. So he did all right. It's not bad. Not bad, Overlord. And you got your sealed pack that probably had the Grail on it. But what can you do? The choice was made. All right, so now we got Ricardo. I got to give him a spin, even though we're short on time. You always spin. You always spin out of respect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, congrats. Congrats, Ricardo. All right, so we're going to kill that. Paco, we go live in 8 minutes, brother. 8 minutes with the Curio page. All right, so the Murder of Crows was a little Bush League. We need we're going to go Gridlord and the Belfry. Is Dan still here? Is Dan still here? If Dan's still here, I'll go Frogs for the triple threat. Is Dan still here or not? He said he's got game night, so he's screwing around playing games instead of watching the break. It's Bush League, if you ask me. Did he pull that? Did he pull that Curio on stream? The question everybody asks. All right. All right, Blood Ravens. Mikhail Nagy-Paul's back, baby. Mikhail Nagy-Paul. Man is with his boyfriend. He actually admitted that to us. So they moved in together. So we applauded him, congratulated him. It's nice to have companionship. It's nice to have a friend. Nice to have a friend. Nothing wrong with a friend. All right, this is Mike's show and tell segment, which is the entire show, as a matter of fact. Show and tell jokes. So we do alpha breaks. Every week we try to do one box of alpha. It is the holiday season, so December is going to be dysfunctional. We'll see. We'll probably be able to get at least one more in by the end of the calendar year. And then I'm actually going to buy another case of alpha from a guy. So we'll definitely be doing it into the new year. We'll be doing Gothic, maybe recorded or live openings, or maybe I'll pair an alpha opening with a an alpha break with a Gothic box opening like I'm doing tonight. We'll try to get at least one of those in by the end of the year, and then we'll be opening alpha in 2026 for sure. All right, Enchantress, great artwork. And are we down to the last pack? All right, last pack, Ricardo. I hit you know what, it's a jinx that Dan isn't here for the frogs, so we're getting rid of the frogs. Maybe we're too greedy with 3 Curios. And then 2. All right, Battle Mage. So you're hitting all the freaking avatars. And no Curio there. All right, so just the one ordinary foil, the Blood Ravens. That box was pretty meh. We didn't hit any elites or uniques in foil that I can recall. I have not slept in years, so could have missed it. Someone will let me know tomorrow. It's a wash. Anyone new here, please know all my ribbing of Mike is in jest. Too nice, dude. All right, so it's 11:55, guys. We have 5 minutes to kill. Actually, what we could do is start opening Gothic. At least the packaging. Let's do that. Then Paco's going to go live with the debut of the Curio page. But let's talk about this box. So in Dragon Lord, the Dragon Lord had the... Hey, by the way, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video and the channel, and check out Patreon, and let's get into some freaking Gothic. So this is the Gothic box. The Dragon Lord had the magnetic flip cover in the smaller form factor of the Dragon Lord mini set. Now we have it in the full 36-pack booster box. This is an Ian Miller artwork, The Void. I profiled that in the Sorcery community group. I discovered that a long time ago, and I revealed the artwork, and now we know it's in Gothic, which we suspected, and it says Evil Within. So Matthias Frisk did the logo work for Gothic. He did this Gothic logo, and I believe the sticker art. He's a great logo artist. This is an Ian Miller artwork on the back. Did we find the card of that? I think we did. You got the dust code on the side. You got Cursed Iron, which is amazing. That was the first Gothic painting that I auctioned, as I recall. At least the first that we knew was in Gothic. So I sold that one for Matthias. Freaking amazing looking in person. I have another Matthias painting that I'll be auctioning. The Ghoul is a Brahm artwork. So we went and we bought the old Brahm binders. Ultra Pro binders from like the 90s of the Ghoul. And Inos. Beautiful artwork by Quentin Hoover. The first Quentin Hoover that was revealed in the set. We have the beautiful angelic painting by Lindsay Crummett. Oh, so Gothic is a standalone expansion set that adds more than 440 new cards, which is interesting because Eric said definitively 440. So more than 400. That's pretty coy. Like, if you think about it closely, in his interview with Chris Wilson, he said there's 440 cards in the set. But this, they had to say there's more than 440 new cards. So there's Curios. That's when you knew there was Curios, right? All right. To your collection. You know, you can collect this game too. You don't have to play it all the time. You can collect it. Sorcery Contested Realm is an old school TCG for players. It's for players, though. wait. Let's see. Let's get to the end of the punchline. For players with a rich imagination, tactical nerve, and an appreciation for hand-painted art. It's for players, guys. But it's confirmed that you can collect it too. The new cards can go in a collection, and you can play it. All right. So it's even-handed. It's created by Eric's Curiosa Limited. All right. Then you have the Buried Alive, All Mortals Gone, and Frozen Horror. So interesting. The Frozen Horror. I don't recall seeing that by Benson, but I guess that was spoiled. All Mortals Gone, Buried Alive, Elvira Palakowska. And there's all the details of your box. So thanks to Alfred, who allowed me to open this for him. Local guy. Picked this up from a couple days ago. He made all this possible. I did not have an advanced copy of the boxes. I sold about 150. I think it was sold 150 boxes to Collector House Patreon supporters, and I did not keep any for myself because there was massive demand. I could have easily sold 300 plus boxes. I actually had to throttle it to 3 boxes per person because of allocations with the store partner that I collaborated with. And I sold them all. You know, I kept 0 boxes for myself because I wanted to try to give back to Patreon supporters as a reward for their support. And here we are. Have this awesome opportunity. So bailed out by a local guy. It's a beautiful thing, helping each other out. So it's a very heavy box is my first observation. It's very heavy. It feels a lot heavier, I feel like, than the Alpha and Beta boxes, and certainly Arthurian Legends, which is a much smaller box, and Dragon Lord, which is really small. And then it's I got to cut this void sticker. Forgot about that. So we get the axe tool back. Actually, can I just peel that back? I'm going to peel it back. You're probably going to want to keep this box nice, I assume. Is it midnight? No, it says I got 1 minute on the Oh, it's midnight. It's midnight, Paco. Let's do it, buddy. Let's go live with the Curio page. Let's see if Paco hooked us up or if he screwed us. Paco, you hit that live button, pal? Have you hit that live button? It's midnight. It's midnight, exactly. That is masterful. We couldn't have timed it any better. All right, let's see what happens. If Paco's on the ball here, we're going to go to the Curio Cards page and doing it now? He's late. Actually, I went to the wrong page. 1 sec, he says. I think it took me to the wrong page entirely. Oh, and it's live, baby. We are live with the new Curio page from collectorarthouse.com. Here it is, guys. Wait, let me type it in. www.collectorarthouse.com. And I'll just go /Curio cards. All right. So we are live with the and Paco is an admin too. I guess he could have done that too. So collectorarthouse.com Curio cards. We're going to open up our first box of Gothic ever, and we just launched a new Sorcery Curio cards page. You see how the energy went up a notch? Because we went from Alpha to Gothic. This is the debut of Gothic. Amazing. Sorcery Curio cards. A Curio card is an extremely rare chase card found in Sorcery booster packs. These cards are often nods to previous card designs, alternate artworks and treatments, and sometimes subtle details barely noticed by the untrained eye. The company does not acknowledge the existence of these cards, and they cannot be found on any official website or listed for sale on third-party sites such as TCG Player. Below lists a comprehensive gallery of all known Curio cards and the history behind them. All right, so we got 73 people in the stream. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Please spread the word in the Discord. So we are now getting into the Gothic segment of the show. We're going to talk about 4 new Gothic Curio card discoveries because why? Because we might hit one in the box tonight. So what I want to do here, guys, let me do this off camera so nothing dicey happens. What we need to do is once again enjoy the spoiler that one of our buddies in the community hooked us up with. So we're going to go to the spoiler video that I opened the show with to set the mood for the Gothic opening. And here we go, guys. All right. So let's take a look at this once more. Make sure the volume's up. We're getting volume? No volume. All right, F it. We're getting no volume. Abort. Abort. Without volume, it's nothing. Back to the Curio page. Back to the Curio page. You guys already looking? Don't jump ahead. Let me showcase it, okay? We're at collectorarthouse.com/curios. You go over to Collector's Corner, and in the sub-menu, Curio Cards. This page launches, and now you have the 4 galleries. We now have 4 sets in Sorcery. We don't know there to be any Curio cards. Oh, Jesse painting. I'll do that next, dude. Please, thank you, though. Thank you for reminding me. We're going to do the Jussie Pilkus original painting showcase in a moment. So, Alpha, Beta, Arthurian Legends, Gothic. All the curios are here fully profiled. Beneath that, we have the origins of what is the curio. What was it designed conceptually to be for the alpha debut? From the Kickstarter, there you have all the details, where you find it in the packs, at least from alpha. And it's similar going forward so far, as we know. Several deep dive articles with all the details of the curios. But you start up here, you click any of the buttons, and you go to the next page. You find the gallery of all of the different curios. If I want to know about the Gridlord Sorcerer, I click that. I find a beautiful little blurb about what that is. And really, the best one, perhaps, is the 9-piece, where we have a comprehensive capture of all 9 elements of the 9-piece and insights from the artist or the historical development that I did from talking with Erica Olofsson, scouring social media, the official Sorcery Facebook page, the business page, their official Discord, talking to employees, talking to artists, all the details of all the curios, beautifully formatted, redesigned by Agent Paco. Thank you very much. Amazing work. Much more discoverable and user-friendly environment. You can go forward, backward, go back to the main page in a couple clicks. And here we are at the main page, Gothic Curios. Here we go. All right. 4 Gothic Curios discovered today. You're right. The 4th I completely forgot was the Realm Eater. All right. So we have the City of Glass, the City of Glass, the Fallen Angel, the Realm Eater, and the Manor at Dapperville Hill. Let's take them in order. So the City of Glass, we're at the Gothic Curio Gallery page. All right. So I'm going to pop that in there, and let's go with that link. So you guys have the direct link there, and you can dig into this after the show, whenever you'd like. Here we go. CollectArtHouse.com, Curio Gothic, City of Glass. Our first curio discovery in Sorcery. This is a translucent card. City of Glass is a playable card in the Gothic set with artwork by Elvira Palakowska. The regular version is playable. And it also has a special Star City Games exclusive promo alternate art by artist Adam Burke. The curio sees a third interpretation with a city literally made to look like glass. This is a plastic card, not glass. That would be weird. You can't put glass in a pack, but it is translucent and has both a front and a back. Attaches a video to see the refraction in action. Pun intended. So there you have it, guys. Refraction in action. And you see it's translucent. Can you see? It's not the best, right? What I'm going to do, we might replace this with a different one. I'm going to go to, there's Frogman Dan. There he is. All right, this is what we're going to do, guys. So in Paco's video, he showcased it. Do I have the other one? Oh, I'd have to send it to myself. All right. So in the full entrance video, you saw it under light. All right. So I'm not going to get into that right now in the interest of time. I will be posting video shorts of the new curio discoveries, and you guys will see the magnificent refraction of the light, the translucency of the plastic card, and how it comes to life in almost like a stained glass kind of way. But I talked to Elvira Palakowska tonight. Elvira was trained as an architect at the Warsaw Faculty of Architecture. Her experience includes book and game illustrations, environment concepts, and product designs with traditional media and digital techniques. In Sorcery, she has contributed many painting illustration concepts that draw on her architectural experience, which is the hallmark of her artistic style. City of Glass is a beautiful concept that fully showcases Elvira's talents. The curio variant seems to draw on the idea of architectural design and building development, right? It's not complete. It's translucent. It's the construction, the design, the framing, and the construction, the building of the beautiful city of glass and the literal theme of a city of glass with its translucent nature. Here is the concept, first ever seen concept sketch by Elvira Polakowska. And let me pull down the comments so you guys can see that. So this is the sketch. You'll have to go to the site. You'll be able to see it much better. The detailed architectural drawing concept sketch from the architect, the artist, Elvira Polakowska. And Elvira provided some color to further explain the concept. So this is a quote from Elvira giving me information about how this came to be. So here's the brief that Eric gave me, meaning Elvira. City of Glass, a one-liner from Eric. Always a one-liner, which gives the artist complete artistic freedom to go execute it in their own vision, right? So this is the simple direction that Eric gave as the art director. City of Glass, see-through. He needs to see through Gothic buildings. No need for there to be people in the illustration, but it is also fine to have them in there if you want to. He asked for a see-through Gothic building. Go wild, Elvira. You want to put people on there? Go ahead. You don't want to? Do whatever you want, right? A one-liner. The concept was pretty straightforward. This is Elvira talking again. The concept is pretty straightforward. A group of Gothic buildings seen from below. I decided to add a few people in to bring in some color, but also to make the scene more engaging and spark the viewer's imagination. The technical side, though, was much more challenging because of the complex geometry and the almost monochromatic palette. That's the end of the quote from Elvira. And I go on to say it's a remarkable work. I thank Elvira for her insights and profound contributions to this beautiful project. So here is the final painting, first ever seen, Collector Art House, live stream, Gothic Showcase Celebration, Elvira Polakowska. The original painting, I did talk to her a bit more after this, and I was like, the color here is interesting. Why did you add these like orange blotches or aspects of abstract color across the piece? And she said she did that to really highlight the translucency of the building itself. By adding some color, it gives you that perspective of translucency in that aerial or that bottoms up viewpoint of the city of glass. So amazing work. You have also the figures in the building are in color too. So you don't really fully appreciate it until you get the transparent plastic card. We believe that's a Curio. There's been a few discovered already. So the pull rate seems so far at least a little higher than the other Curios. But a magnificent finding. First of its kind to my knowledge. I've never seen a card like that in a TCG. So really brilliant idea, drawing on the idea of the architect, Elvira Polakowska. Amazing. A lot of fun. A lot of flavor. All right, that's Sorcery. It's unique. It's innovative. It's brilliant creatively. Next, we have Fallen Angel. So Fallen Angel, it's a Curio discovery. All right. So here is Fallen Angel from Scott Kirshner. Fallen Angel, an exceptional angel cast off its grace. Airborne, nearby allied minions have +1 power. So this, what's interesting about this? It looks like a regular card, right? You got to be looking for it. You wouldn't know that it's a Curio because it's a playable card, right? But there's an alternate art. There's an alternate art version. I'm reacting to the chat. Fallen Angel is a playable card in the core Gothic set. This Curio features an alternate artwork by Scott Kirshner. Scott depicts an angel falling from grace, quite literally, losing its halo and descending into hell. When Scott Kirshner was commissioned for this piece, it followed the normal commissioning process with game founder and art director Eric Olofsson. So I got these insights by talking to Scott. I talked to Scott tonight and I was like, dude, tell me about the Fallen Angel. And he told me about the concept. He said it was just like a normal commission, just like all the others he did for the set. And he's done several for this set. It's really exciting. We're going to discover some in the box in a moment. He says Scott did not know it was destined to be a Curio card. He actually had no idea what rarity level it would be at all. You know, it's just a normal commission. There's another core set version of Fallen Angel with artwork by Gerald Brom. It is quite common in Sorcery. This is me talking and giving perspective here. It is quite common in Sorcery that art with the same title was licensed or commissioned from more than one artist, or in other cases, the use case for the art evolved over time. In this situation, it is presumed that Eric loved both the Brom artwork and Kirshner's version and decided Kirshner's would work well for the special Curio use case. So Scott was gracious enough to share the art direction from Eric and images of this full art concept and a picture of the painting for the Collector Art House and for fans. So here was Eric's art direction. Short, sweet, simple, one-liner, right to the point. A ragged angel curled up in a crater where it would have landed rather violently. A ragged angel curled up in a crater where it would have landed rather violently. And there is first ever seen full art, full painting scan of the Fallen Angel artwork by Scott Kirshner. All right. And now an image of the actual original painting. This is the painting itself by Scott. So thank you very much, Scott Kirshner, Elvira Palakowska, for giving us both of those. Really exciting curios. Really awesome. So keep an eye out for that one. You're going to find a Brahm Fallen Angel, which is a Guardians card, an artwork that was licensed for Guardians. And now there's many of those that are resurfacing in Gothic. All right. So our next curio from Gothic is Realm Eater Sketch, right? So you guys know this one if you've been following the game for any period of time. As legend has it, as Eric was traveling from New Zealand to Australia to go to the event in Australia, he made an appearance at an event they were having. And on the plane, he designed this concept for an avatar called Realm Eater. And it was kind of funny because it looked like like a real meter or something, right? There's like a meme, like joke version of it. So they did Realm hyphenated Eater sketch. And he sketched this on a card on the plane. And this is the Curio version of Realm Eater. His actual sketch that he did manifests as a Curio in the set, Realm Eater. Your avatar devours the world and attack. Tap, move to an empty site and attack. Maybe that's part of the mechanic. It provides no mana and in silence. Gain 1 power. Tap, player draw a site. So there is the Realm Eater first sketch Curio, not done by an artist, but by Eric the artist, I suppose, right? This was the actual one that he did on the plane from New Zealand to Australia. So it's like on a regular piece of paper, just kind of like a square postcard or something, right? Note card. And then this is the one you're going to find. This is one that has been discovered in the box. It was leaked early. We found the details. And I basically summarized, so I won't recap, but I have a little blurb there of basically what I said, that that's the origin. It was fully profiled in a video that the company put out on their official YouTube. So Realm Eater, pretty awesome one. And now this was the actually first one ever discovered in Gothic, the Manor at Dapperville Hill. So a Melissa Benson artwork. Wait a second now. So Melissa Benson, right? Look at this card. You're going to find one that has that artwork, right? That same artwork in a normal treatment. This is a foil Curio card. So it has a foiling technique to it. You see how it's very vibrant? You could tell it's foiling. This is the actual card. It's actually discovered Curio from Gothic already. A stunning, beautiful work of art. It has all these very interesting, flavorful dynamics to it. In the regular card, you're going to find none of this additional text, right? It's a lot more straightforward. This is an actual real card, a site in the card in its regular version. And now in this foil Curio version, you have all these additional details about the French vineyard, the 666, obviously, you know. Gothic, the Gothic gargoyles, that's part of the art, the basic art. It says Eric's Curiosa, art at Melissa Benson. So here's the beauty of this, guys, that I haven't heard anyone talk about or reveal just yet. You can hear for the first time. What have you noticed about every set? Every set, they make it a point to incorporate Eric's Curiosa, the namesake of the company, in some way. We had the legendary Eric's Curiosa sketch card Curio, the regular card, and the foil variant all in alpha. We go to beta. They joke that there's one less card, right? One less card in beta than there was in alpha. That one less card is Eric's Curiosa. It was removed from the core set as a non-foil and foil, and it was included only as a Curio, which technically doesn't exist, right? Curios don't exist. So that's how they get Eric's Curiosa into beta. And now here we are with the next major breakthrough set, Gothic, first major core set, and you have an Eric's Curiosa card in a way. They very prominently featured the name of the company, Eric's Curiosa. A unique site, Appalachian Highlands Controllee, Dapperville produced 26 fluid ounces. Eric's Curiosa. Art by Melissa Benson. It's an amazing looking, super interesting, flavorful, and creative way to introduce Eric's Curiosa into Gothic. Really clever, really fun, I think. The Manor at Dapperville Hill is a playable card in the Gothic expansion. The regular version of this one doesn't have the mechanics to be playable per se. Here's the interesting thing. So, chicken and the egg. Was this art concept from my idea that I've been pumping for the past 2 years? If you go, I'm going to take you to the Sorcery Community Facebook group in a moment, and we're going to talk about this Keith Parkinson artwork, right? Look at the Melissa Benson artwork. Take it in. Capture that in your mind, right? Because then I'm going to go to this Keith Parkinson artwork. Who is Keith Parkinson? A great, brilliant artist who died too young. He passed away, unfortunately. In all of the sets, Eric pays homage to legendary artists. In Alpha, we had Frank Frazetta. In Arthurian Legends, we had Quentin Hoover for the first time. Oh, and by the way, in Alpha, we had Gerald Brom as the throwback, big, iconic, high-profile Alpha Curio, which I showed you the original painting for early in the show. So we had Brom, we had Frank Frazetta in Alpha. In Arthurian Legends, we go to Quentin Hoover. Now, I said Gothic. Gothic's got to have Keith Parkinson. You love Guardians, right? Let's make Guardians come to life in Gothic. And what do we have? We have tons of Gothic cards, or tons of Gerald Brom cards, tons of Guardians cards. Guardians work that was done by Gerald Brom in Guardians that was now licensed for use once again in Gothic. And what is awesome about Guardians? Keith Parkinson, the mastermind behind Guardians, who pulled together all these great artists. Gerald Brom, Plug, Den, and there was I'm missing someone. What's the guy's name? John Rothrock. If you're still out there, let me know, man. The guy that did the pirate on the Captain Morgan bottle. I'm gonna regret it later. I couldn't think of it on the cuff. But these great artists, Keith Parkinson is the artistic director, the artistic mastermind, and now Eric Olson is the artistic director, the artistic mastermind. He loves Guardians. He manifests Guardians through the licensing of Brom artwork. And now Don Mites, that's it. Thank you very much, man. It was Don Mites. He did the logo for the Captain Morgan bottle. And here it is. I think it was based on this artwork by Keith Parkinson. That's my theory. Does that look like it? Is that... I've talked to some people and they say, like, these Gothic gargoyles, these building structures like this, a lot of the old manors in Europe and UK and stuff and France look like this. So maybe not. But to me, this was the amazing Gothic artwork from Keith Parkinson, the icon from Guardians that is now manifesting in Gothic. And if you go to the Facebook community Facebook group, let me see. I'm going to go to the Facebook community Facebook group, right? Sorcery Community Facebook group. And I'm going to do a search here for Keith Parkinson, right? To give you some backstory on this. All right. So I was talking about this recently. There's Keith Parkinson. Who did this painting? Den. The guy who painted for Guardians. There's a beautiful tribute, honoring the past October 26, 2005. 20 years ago. 20-year anniversary this year. So the 20-year anniversary of his passing, 2005, guys. We get Sorcery Contested Realm Gothic. I believe this is a direct homage to Keith Parkinson. Sorcery, Eric, they don't talk about curios. So they're not going to validate that theory. They're not going to tell us. Maybe, hopefully they'll tell us quietly, right? But in my mind, I think it's a beautiful, touching tribute on the 20-year anniversary of losing Keith Parkinson that we have a beautiful tribute to this amazing work of art. All right. So let me go down. Let me see if I find it. So posts, let me see if I could sort by me still. No. So I'm going to go to date posted 2024. That'll help narrow it down. So I talked about this. You see, I talked about Keith Parkinson several times because I love Guardians. And now I'm really excited. There's a lot of Guardians work. Here you go, guys. All right. So January 18th, 2024. This is my post in the Sorcery Contest Realm community group, my baby that I nurtured and grew all these years, right? For the past 4 years. The Gerald Brom Death Speaker Curio card has become one of the top iconic curios in Alpha. In the follow-up beta set, largely a reprint, all curios discovered so far have been, remember, this was January 2024. This is after beta came out. Arthurian Legends was not out yet. So far in beta, let me see. The following beta set, all curios discovered so far have been from the mainstream core sorcery artist. In other words, no surprise artists he didn't have cards in the core set, so no Gerald Brom type artist, right? And I love that. But I also think this type of curio, a surprise inclusion from a legendary artist, really hits hard and is very exciting. The illustration for the Brom curio is from Keith Parkinson's Guardians TCG. That's where the Alpha Brom came from, right? That artwork. Perhaps a surprise inclusion from Keith Parkinson's portfolio would be a fitting follow-up on this theme for a rumored Angels and Demons set. So in January 2024, there was rumors that we'd have an Angels and Demons set. Of course, the name wasn't finalized and it ended up being Gothic, and we're going to discover that tonight. But this is us talking about it in January 2024. And perhaps surprise artist curio category could be reinvoked for the Arthurian Legends set. What does the community think? Do you think, I'm asking the community here in the community group, do you like this curio category concept of a homage to the fantasy great arts? The fantasy art greats, Brom, Frazetta, etc. This was before we knew about Quentin Hoover and Arthurian Legends. So clearly Eric liked this and he perpetuated it in Arthurian Legends and perhaps maybe now in Gothic. I think it's perfectly on brand for an art project of this magnitude. Preserve the great tradition of hand-painted art while honoring the legends who inspired and influenced the current great artists of sorcery. Here is Keith's The Temple of Elemental Evil. Seems incredibly fitting for an Angels and Demons set with several stylistic parallels to several other core sorcery artists and current pieces in Alpha and Beta. Find a way to license this piece, Eric. At least, please continue this curio category. Quentin Hoover came next. To honor the legends of fantasy arts, rich history, and educate emerging art enthusiasts who are pouring into your game. It's our game, the community's game, right? Many of which are starting to really appreciate the artwork on a whole new level for the first time after many years in TCGs. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. I think he did it, guys. I think he did it, honestly. That's it. Is that not it? So look at this card, the concept. The gargoyles at the gate, right? And then the manor. And now look at the Keith Parkinson piece. It's comparable, right? Am I insane? Maybe I'm a megalomaniac. I don't know. I love it. I think it's amazing. Yeah, we got it. I don't know if Donna Parkinson will know, John, because Melissa Benson did this work. We got to ask Melissa what the artistic direction was for it. But yeah, I love this one for those reasons. I think this beautiful work of art by Melissa Benson. So thank you, Agent Paco, for the redesign of this amazing Gothic Curio Gallery and the entire Curio collection here at collectorarthouse.com in the Curio Cards section under Collector's Corner. You find all of the curios from every set. Found 4 already on opening day, 4 curios. And now we're going to open a box and see if we can discover any of these curios or more. So thank you, Elvira Polakowska. Thank you, Scott Kirshner. Thank you, Eric, for the brilliant, ingenious ideas of these fun, flavorful curios with great historical significance, great artistic significance, and merit on many levels. I mean, it's freaking amazing. So here it is. We were starting to peel back the void sticker. So we're going to get into a Gothic box. And again, thank you guys very much for being here with me very late. All right, I'm going to have to cut it. Alfred. Thank you for being here with me very late on a Thursday night when you could be getting a good night's sleep and going to work. Ready to seek and destroy tomorrow. All right. So there it is, the magnetic case. Here to thud. You hear it? And it clasps the magnet. So it's very sturdy, very heavy duty. Oh, I'm lagging a little bit. Are you guys getting some lag on your end? It's not good. It's not good, guys. We got some lag issues. Should I restart the computer? What? Hungry? What do you want to eat?
Oranges.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Is it lagging on your side? It might be cursed. Choppy?
Daddy.
I wonder if I restart if it'll kill the stream. This is absolutely tragic.
Daddy, I'm hungry. I want oranges.
All right, let me try to close some things.
Daddy.
Let me remove that.
Daddy.
All right, guys. 3-minute break. See if things calm down. Get the kids some food. It's after midnight.
Butterfly crackers.
Every time I walk away, more people join. How we doing? We lagging? I think we're back, baby. I think we're back. It's time to discover. It's time to discover. All right. Box Topper. The Box Topper. With Gothic, we invite you to dream again, to think boldly, play wisely, and lose yourself in painted worlds. Your story starts now. Wow. Wow. We're back to the gates, the heavenly gates. Is that a homage to River Styx? I think that's Francesca Berald, is my instinct. And maybe not Elvira Polakowska. But it could be Elvira Polakowska. I think it is. You guys think it's Elvira? It's got to be, right? I don't think it's Berald. I think it's Elvira. And she's very prominently featured in this set. All right, guys, that is a nice clear box topper. You get the Brahm skeleton tokens. Gerald Brahm right out of the gate. A clear pack with a tear strip. So easy enough to open. All right, this is pretty amazing. This is going to be exciting, guys, because you know there's got to be an artist card, right? So we'll check this out in a minute. Shoot, I apologize for the lag. That's frustrating. All right. So let's fully appreciate this card. A beautiful artistic card. Your story starts now. Here it is, guys. The Gothic art card. The artists. Always my favorite card. All artists retain copyright of their work. Beautiful. Love that. Brian Smith. Was in Alpha, not in Arthurian Legends. Returns for Gothic. Elvira Polakowska, all 3 sets. Doug Kovacs, Alpha and Gothic. Zondi, new artist, Gothic only. Anson Maddox, Alpha and Gothic. So I'm just covering if they were in Arthurian Legends or not. It's lagging. Try disconnecting the cam. Let me try disconnecting. Okay. All right, let me try this. I'm nervous to do it, Paco. Try disconnecting the cam and reconnecting. All right. All right. Camera's back. Any better? How's that? Your face is fine, but the desk is kind of bad. Is that better or is it still bad? You guys seeing the card okay? What other one? You mean the overhead cam? Oh, okay. I'm a noob, brother. I'm a noob. You got to be explicit about these cams. I forgot there's 2 cameras. I almost shut the whole overhead camera off. The desk is fine. Face meh. The face is always like 5 miles of bad road. All right. How's that, guys? Any better? Is it any better? Please, God. Give me this moment. I only waited a freaking year and a half for this. Please. Just give me a moment. There's one. Lagging? My God. All right. Back to the story. All right. We're talking about which artists and which sets. All right. Zondi, new artist. Anson Maddox. Alpha, Gothic. Margaret Organ Keen, all 3 sets. Heidi Talifer, Arthurian Legends in Gothic. Severin Pinot returns, all 3 sets. Dan Seagrave, Legend, all 3 sets. Wait, is Dan in Arthurian? Oh, no, Dan Seagrave, I don't think he was in Arthurian Legends. Was he? Oh, was in my mind now. Jussie Pilkus, all 3 sets. Amazing. Aranja Art, big time. All right, so she had very few artworks in Alpha. Big presence in Gothic. Wait till you see. Juan Machuca, new artist, amazing, incredible work in Gothic. I work with Juan. I sold a couple of his paintings. There's more to come. Amazing artist, incredible. He's coming to Sorcery Con. All right, coming to Sorcery Con. Juan Machuca, 2026, Indianapolis. Elvira Shakarova, all 3 sets. Godly artist. Francesca Berald, amazing. We were stunned she was not in Arthurian Legends. Devastated. Iconic in Alpha, big time in Gothic. Vasily Ermolayev, all 3, Legend. Tony Sudlow, all 3. Brahm returns. He was in Alpha, and here he is now. He was in Alpha. You can't say he was, but he was. Jeff Menges. Emil Idzikowski, new artist, godly. David O'Connor, new artist, incredible. Mikhail Nagy-Paul returns after an absence from Arthurian Legends. Alpha artist Adam Burke returns. A lot of pieces in this one. Great one. Ian Miller's back. Pedro Ferreira, new artist, incredible. Santiago Caruso, Alpha, a few pieces in Alpha, a few amazing pieces in Gothic. Really excited. Scott Kirshner, new artist. Alan Pollock, all 3 sets. Matthias Frisk back after a hiatus, back from Alpha. Rodney Matthews is back again. Melissa Benson, all 3. Lindsay Crummett, all 3. Truett Parrish, all 3. Drew Tucker, all 3. Liz Danforth, all 3. Marta Molina, all 3. Brian Wackwitz, Arthurian Legends and Gothic. Jeff Easley returns after missing Arthurian Legends. Alpha artist. Amazing, iconic TSR artist. Kyle Calazan's a staple in all 3. Incredible artist. Quentin Hoover gets the homage again after Arthurian Legends. And Gadu Duaso returns after Alpha. Great artist. Great card. The art card. The artist card. All right, back to the box topper, guys. We are back in business. Desecrated ground and consecrated ground. So the dual-sided card, my card, the collection card. The collection card. What a great card to showcase. This was my reveal card. Go to Sorcery Contested Realm. Don't look at my mangled, cut-up thumb. Go to Collector Art House YouTube and look at the reveal video from Pedro Ferreira. We have the collection card. Your collection consists of cards you own that didn't start in your decks. When a card is added from your collection, it persists across all game zones. In tournaments, we recommend a 10-card collection that adheres to rarity rules in combination with your 60-card spellbook and 30-card atlas. And the rules and instructions for Ward and Evil. Next, we have a beautiful rubble artwork from Elvira Polakowska. Okay, so we're back to the regular back, no region names, first check. All right. The Ghoul artwork from Brahm. Hellhounds, great artwork by Matthias Frisk. Horrible at Hybrids. And finally, Penitent Knight. Eric owns that original painting. All right, guys. We might be getting a touch of lag, so I appreciate 70 people still hanging in there. Maybe you all fell asleep. I don't know, but I appreciate you guys being a part of this. This is super exciting. We're going to take out all the packs. First observation, the box is like indestructible, man. It's heavy duty. It's thick. It's really solid. The lid feels super solid. I mean, this is a freaking box built to last. It's got the dividers. You know, they're flexible, so you can get the packs out from the side, no problem. And it's really going to hold up, I think. I think when you put loose cards in here, I mean, let's try some top loader cards of all the Alpha Curios. Those fit pretty neatly. Of course, the lid wouldn't close if you did it like that, but those fit just fine. And it's a nice little storage box for sure. That's the idea, right? It's a premium box for a premium game. All right. Everyone's awake for this one. Maybe my screaming will wake you guys up. Gothic's here, guys. Juan Machuca. Juan Machuca. We auctioned this painting a few weeks back. Sold for $4,000. Juan is the man. Juan is down in Mexico. He's a tremendous guy. He's making art his full-time career now. He's making the transition. He's all in on art, and he's a god-tier talent. All right, I'll get some. After I'm done, we'll get some, okay? Did you eat all your crackers? All right, give me 5 minutes. No. And I'll get you a snack.
2 minutes.
All right, 2 minutes. Let me get into a few packs.
5 minutes.
All right. All right, guys. Freaking 4-year-old's hungry. Hungry, man. It's 12:39 at night. First Gothic pack. First, I'm losing control, guys. She wants oranges. It's a mess. Let her rip. Wow, these cards feel stir. Oh, the first one is a Severn Pinot. Severn Pinot Consecrate. Oh, wow. The land is graced with exceptional magic. Man, the cards look great. They feel great. Oh, my God. Clay Gollum, Brian Smith, Molten Mar, Pedro Ferreira, new artist. Dan Seagrave returns. Amazing work. Elvira Polakowska. So this one was revealed early. Oh, Gift of the Raven, Aranja art. Wow. There's some roller lines or scratch marks on that one. That's interesting. Silent Hills by Aranja. She has a ton of artwork in this. Juan Machuca, Freeze. Damn. So he's like, his limbs are severed and he's frozen. That's a tough day. And there's a wizard casting this ice spell. Ordinary magic of inhibiting ice. The Shogoth. Oh, man, the Lovecraftian tribute. What a freaking unbelievable artwork by Francesca. Sea Witch, Heidi Talifer. Oh, interesting. Granary Rats. I don't recall that one. Here is the Croaking Swamp. So we got some frog art right out of the gate. Weathered Trunks. One-shot Wizard. I know Pedro was really excited about the one-shot Wizard. We were talking about it during his when I did the reveal and introduction of Pedro Ferreira into the game with the collection card. And Foul Bones. All right, man. Everything is looking really great. Beautiful cards. Amazing artist list. What a game. What a game. Witching Hour. Oh, Emil Idzikowski, legend. The Salvador Dali type homage. Town Priest. Remarkable artwork. Santiago Caruso returns. So this is a painting that I featured years ago as artwork that was commissioned many years ago, not used in alpha, finally sees its debut from the great Santiago Caruso. Infusion Factory. Wow, that is wild. There's like a gridded matrix background on that. You see that pattern? Dude, how did he do that? That is so wildly intricate and textured. This artwork is unreal. That is, oh my God. Wait till you guys see that one in person. The Watchman was a spoiler. We saw that spoiler. The Gossamer Ghost, Elvira Shakarova. Okay, so first Shakarova. Twilight Bloom. So Kyle Calzans has a bloom cycle in this set. The Vampire Bats. So we're going to see a lot of Brahm artwork. A lot of return homage from Guardians. Wild Fanatic, our first Melissa Benson. The Hybrids was in the topper. Juan Machuca again. Look at this guy. Unreal ability. Dude, so much detail with the characters woven into the background. A hallmark. Oh, I don't know if I've seen this one. Spore Spouts by Vasily. You know it's Vasily right away. And the Revered Revenant we saw spoiled. Gift of the Wolf by Severin is beautiful card. Super excited. check the back of that one shot. I checked the back of that one shot wizard card. Yeah, that is interesting. Bitter Departed by Brahm. All right, so that's a Guardians card. Brian Smith, Corruptor Freak. Fields of Fixus. If I have time at the end, I got something special for you on Fields of Fixus by Emil. Book of the Dead, another artwork by Brian Smith done years ago, finally manifests as unique in the Gothic set. Vandal Imp, Menges, Drown. So I have this painting available for direct sale. If anybody likes this painting by Mikhail Nagy-Paul, I know it's graphic, but it's a brilliant, dystopian, underwater, grim mummy scene. The Ordinary Undead Take the Plunge. So if you guys like that painting, that one's available. Hillside Chapel, Enraged Familiar. That's got to be. Is that a like a metal band name? It's got to be, or an album cover. Look up the title, Enraged Familiar. It's got to be. So Kovacs. We got Heidi Talifer. First announcement: Heidi Talifer returns for Sorcery Con. I told you I was going to announce 4 artists. Heidi Talifer is the first, right? She's coming to Sorcery Con. Survivors, that's Quentin Hoover, Jussie Pilkus, Zombie Horde, Angry Mob, Brian Wackwitz. Awesome, fun artwork. Muddy Pigs by Alan. We already announced Alan's coming to Sorcery Con. He's got a ton of artwork in this set. Another amazing artwork by Vasily. And, Martyrs of Tomorrow, Pedro. Wow, that is super cool. Ordinary Mortals, Stay True Unto Death. Martyrs of Tomorrow. Wow, what a title. Dude, the titles are amazing in this set. Unreal. All right, guys. Let's see what we got here. My trash bin's overflowing. Rays, Aranja Art. Great artwork. Carrionette by Scott. Consecrated Ground. Panpipes of Nam. Alan Pollock. Ignited. The Ghoul we saw. A Cursed Tower by Mikhail. Mikhail did all the towers and Alpha. Ray's Militia. Wow. That is... Aranja does her best work for sorcery, guys. I'm telling you. Mikhail Nagy-Paul. Murder of Crows. Murder of Crows. Murder of Crows, guys. So we had the first appearance of Murder of Crows as the Alpha Curio. And we have a new epic Murder of Crows by Mikhail Nagy-Paul. Mikhail Nagy-Paul always delivers. He always shows up, and he's showing up for Sorcery Con 2026. Mikhail's coming over. He's flying international again, and you guys can see him and all his amazing artwork in person. Sorcery Con 2026 in Indianapolis, February 19th to 22nd. God tier artist, incredible. Once again, the other day I was like, Mikhail, we got 10 artists. Our max was like 12. You got to tell me, man. And he was like, are you going, Mike? I was like, yeah. And he's like, I'm in. He asked me if I was going. I said yes. He said he's in. I was like, dude, are you sure? Like, because like, it's kind of like you're coming internationally. It's kind of like a big deal. There's a lot of logistics involved. Seems a little impulsive. And then he was like an hour later, he was like, yeah, it's a little impulsive. But he's like, but I'm coming. Freaking amazing guy. I love Mikhail. All right, so that's artist announcement number 2. Static Servati. I don't know. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Brian Smith, Torch and Pitchfork. Pretty straightforward there. Love that. Oh, the awesome, beautiful Autumn Bloom by Kaio and the Plague Rats by Brahm. And my computer is absolutely choking all over itself. I don't know what's up with the stream, guys. Is it because my... You know what? What's the date today? I'm probably hitting my streaming limit, and I got my daughter watching the... yeah, my cam is a mess. My daughter's been streaming the iPad for hours. Should we nix it and continue this another night? Sinterfee by Brahm. Wow. Hot Wheel. It's the iPads. Avenging Angel. Elvira Polakowska. Oh, you guys see it? You got enough camera action? There's the manor. The manor of Dapperville. Dapperville Hill. Unique site, guys. We did it. We did it. We showcased the Curio, and that is the regular card. The Keith Parkinson, man. It's got to be the Parkinson. Right? Tell me that's not the Parkinson. All right, we got the Tools by Pedro. Brilliant. Oh, Truett Parrish. Did I announce it? I'm announcing it now. Truett Parrish returns for Sorcery Con 2026. So our third artist announcement. We said Heidi, we said Truett, we said McCall. 3 more artists announced tonight, right? 3 more. And there's 1 more to come. Let's see if we find one of his artworks. Jeff Menges, Brian Smith, Drew Tucker, legend. Drew Tucker's coming this year. Another, this is the best one by Truett in the set that I've seen so far. Bless. Amazing. All right, Aranja Art with the Slug. Emil, the first one we saw from him. Great, great artist. Flame Strike by Pedro. Oh, man, who does a better wizard than Pedro? I don't know. Rodney Matthews, he's also incredible. Brian Smith and Pedro. All right, guys. Change the Wi-Fi password and cut everyone off for more bandwidth. You sent me a picture, Timbo? Oh, okay. So you think it was Parkinson homage. All right, man. I'll check it out later, Timbo. Oh, great one by Kovacs. I hadn't seen that yet. I did not see that. Demon Hunter. Oh, I love that. Oh, shit. What is this? Dark Alley? Elvira? Yeah, I saw that one. Elvira, Wave of Eviction. Unique Beast. Look at this. The Goat of Azazel. Pedro. Oh, man. The goat going in for the sacrifice. The sacrilege. I love that. A unique beast chosen to suffer. Takes damage for other allies. Oh my God! Sacrificing the sheep. Lure, an old painting from Heidi. Finally sees the set. Brilliant artwork. Oh, Marta Molina. First one from Marta. Wonderful. Oh, the Grief Larvae. So I have that original painting here too. It's also for sale if you guys like this. It looks beautiful. The painting is so much more rich and vibrant and awesome. From Juan. So that one's I'm offering for Juan. He mailed it to me, so I got it here. I'll ship from the States if anyone's interested. Super flavorful Francesca Berald, the Townsfolk. We got the Dreadwing from Guardians, Seagrave, Undesirables. There it is. The Gift of the Wolf, Severin Pinot. Gorgeous artwork, man. Ordinary Magic of Lupine Vigor. Give an allied minion +2 power this turn. Draw a spell. Incredible. He's the goat. Pedro's the goat. You guys like him? Is that who you're talking about? The goat is the goat. Oh, the goat is the goat. Okay. Just pulled Foil Purgatory by Brian. Purgatory's in the set, guys. He just leaked it. Mudslide just sold this one for Juan. Amazing painting in person. The guy is unreal talent. Benson, Ghost Town by that's a really cool artwork by Ghost Town. It's a ghost town. It's vacant. All right. Altar of Malachi. Oh, Vera Palakowska. Brilliant, man. The Crows. Amazing. Jussie Pilkus. Trial by Water. Mesmer Demon. Open Mausoleum. This is a favorite by Alan Pollock. He really loves this one. Bound Spared. Super cool by Kovacs. Another Vasily Ermolayev. Zap. This is a very good, strong, versatile card. Deal 1 damage to target unit. Good finisher, right? Very versatile. Permanent Knight, Foul Bones, Rats. We saw another Ian Miller, the one-shot wizard, and the Croaking Swamp. Zap is good, man. Zap, the altars is gorgeous. Love seeing so many sites. Yep. A lot of great sites. Those Who Linger. I just love the title, man. So great. So the exceptionals. Mandrake Jars, an exceptional. And, Juan Machuca, an elite. Golgar. Look at Golgar. Oh, what a beast. A Grotesque Gluttony. Entombed by Brian. Makeshift Barricade. Smite. Pollock. Den of Evil. Dude, I've not hit a single... Oh, and then I hit a foil. The Foil Harbinger. I was literally just saying I have not hit a single foil yet. And finally hit the Harbinger by Doug Kovacs. Wow, look at that. the tickling. The tickling. Of course. All right, Broomstick Witch. Fanatic. The Algae. Ooh, Noisome Twosome. That's a super cool artwork. Love that. All right, I guess I put my sleeves away, dude. I gotta sleeve up again. And yeah, how about that Harbinger? Pretty sick, right? Dan, thanks for stopping by. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Dan. Hey, Dan, thanks for stopping by. He's back. Lost all his games, and then he decides to be a winner again. Go figure. Could have just been a winner the whole time. Thanks for stopping by, though. Fatality. Fallen Angel, guys. All right. We hit the Fallen Angel. Not the Curio. This is the regular version. We got the Kirshner. The Kirshner is the... Oh, what is this? Forgotten Tome. Oh, beautiful. Forgotten Tome. What a touching card, man. Oh, there's the Screamer by Juan. Oh, the Desert. Okay, so a new Desert from Aranja. The Gift of the Raven we saw earlier. Willing Tribute. Amazing artwork by Zondi. That was one of the first ones we saw from him. Crawler, Landmass from Brian Smith. Revenant, Ghostfire. Ghostfire, guys. Scott Kirshner. So Scott Kirshner has the Curio. We have Open Grave by Melissa Benson. Scott Kirshner has the Curio of Fallen Angel, and he's coming to Sorcery Con 2026. Our fourth artist announcement of the night. Scott Kirshner will be there. He told me today. It's like, Mike, I'm in. I'm in, baby. He's in. He's commissioning a lot of paintings from he's commissioning a lot of paintings. Eric commissioned him for a lot of paintings, so he's super busy, but he's going to fit it in for us and come see us at Sorcery Con. All right. Necropotence. Driftwood, amazing artwork. And there's an instruction booklet in the precons that features this art on a full page. Incredible. Zondi is amazing. Mikhail Nagy-Paul, this is a great artwork. Driftwood Maros, we'll see him at Sorcery Con. Begone, beautiful by Heidi. Jussie Pilkus, Unique Magic. Blasphemy. Oh my God. They're just indulging, binging, and just getting mangled, I guess. It's insane. So much going on there. Freeze, Gift of the Serpent, Displace, Detonate. Yeah, the foils are pretty interesting because they're kind of like hit or miss, and I've been hearing that you can find 2 foils in a pack. The interesting thing, you guys are talking about God packs. All foil God pack was just open on Whatnot. God packs are confirmed for Gothic. Yep. So Eric talked about that concept in the very early days. Oh, Persecutor's awesome. In the very early days in the Discord, he really liked the idea of God packs. We were talking about it and asking if he would ever decide to do that. And he was like, that's an interesting concept, maybe. And here we are. He didn't do it in the first few sets, but here we are in Gothic, and you can get a God pack of all foils. That's pretty fun. I wonder what the odds of that are. I imagine they're pretty low. We're getting a little bit of lag, so I apologize, guys. It's a shame for the first opening. I guess we pushed the computer too far. It's probably near capacity for memory storage, so all kinds of problems. But yeah, so Zard just hit. Zard's a good guy, man. I was on his Whatnot stream the other day, and he went and he had to take like a bathroom break or something. And he's like, Mike, I see you on the stream. I love your Curio page. And just go ahead and tell him about your live stream that you're doing Thursday night. Go ahead and pump it and push it. So I did. It's like Thursday night. And by the way, come to Sorcery Con. We got 13 artists. Got the Spellcraft of that one. Really special card. Flaming Skull is awesome. Silent Hill. Trial by Fire. All right, so here we go. Wreath in Righteousness. Wow. Exceptional Magic of Cleansing Flame. Gorgeous card. Look at that. Wow. Francesca Berald, man. Amazing artist. All right. Who's blowing me up here? Are you guys talking about the God Pack in my Discord? I'm getting like tons of Discord messages blowing up. The disrespect. All right, Easy to Display. Have a good night, buddy. What's the coolest card you've pulled so far? Me? In what? Ever? Or in Gothic? I did pull, did I pull 2 avatars in one pack? I didn't even notice that. I did pull a couple of stones. Alpha foil stones. Pretty epic. Eerie Coil. Mikhail Nagy-Paul is awesome. River of Blood. Black Cat. Lash. Q's, Forsaken, the Rats, Wild Fanatic, Broomstick Witch, LG, Noisome. All right, we're getting some dupes now. So I'm going to start another pile. We're through the second stack, as you can see. I guess I could have just opened it straight from the box, but we had 2 foils so far, and we're almost not quite halfway through the box. So Nova, Flagellant with the typo, Onslaught, amazing artwork by Juan. Oh, remember this? The Alchemical Hack? I sold this sample card. The only one I recall, I think maybe the only one discovered of a sample card. The Alchemical Hack now becomes Apply Alkahest. Elite Magic of Alchemical Erasure. Wow. Amazing. Amazing artwork. It was due. We had a feeling it would be in here. A lot of duplicates. We had a feeling it was coming for Gothic. If you come across the Ordinary Barricade with the chicken again, read the text. It's hilarious. Okay. Ordinary Barricade. Yeah, I remember that was in one of the first packs, right? All right. Bladder Blimp. Jussie Pilkus. Jussie has some great work in this set. Road to Perdition by Ian Miller. Super cool. Regurgitator. There's Drowned again. All right, so we got a foil coming up. Holy Nova. Holy Nova. We just hit that non-foil by Pollock. Exceptional. I'm just going to put the foils up here in the interest of time. And then I'll sleeve them and top loader them at the end. But then you can't see it and enjoy it, so I'll just sleeve it up, actually. All right. So the Wraith of Righteousness is unbelievable by Francesca Berald. Look at this artwork, guys. Unreal, right? Love that. Found the Lord earlier. Paco. My first Gothic painting delivers next week? Really? Really, Paco? What did you acquire? Did you announce what you acquired? I don't know if I heard that. There's the Succubus that everybody loves. The Corpse. Flame Shield. Undesirables. Which is the title I love. Undesirables. That's hilarious. Sounds like a Disney movie. Dude, we've had like 60 to 70 people the entire night, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Zombie Bruiser. Wow, I don't think I've seen that one from Juan. Incredible. I love this artwork for Brahm. I really wanted this to be in there, and here we are. I'd love to own that one next to my Brahm. Wow, Seraphin. Oh, man, that is unreal. What a concept. Idzikowski. Incredible artist. Love his stuff. Love it. Dan's got an original painting coming. Paco's got a painting coming. A month ago. Interesting, Paco. Keeping it under wraps? Yeah, for the views. Understandable. Matthias Frisk. Dude, what a freaking painting. Matthias is so good. The Active Volcano by Brian. Remarkable. Faith Incarnate. Oh, that was actually Kirshner. It was Kirshner. That's right. Forgot about that one. Zap. One Shot. Broomed Witch. Elvira. Cool. All right. What do you guys think of this set, man? There's like you can't miss on the artwork in this set. It's really exciting. It's super cool, man. Toolbox, Rowdy Boys. All right, we got a foil coming up. Mostral. Wow. Screamer, Kelpie. Oh, it's the Ghoul. All right, so we just got a Ghoul. As I knock over the whole pile. All right. Gotta hustle before the kid realizes she's hungry as shit again, wants food. Absolutely stunning, yeah. Incredible artwork. I mean, it's on another level. Some people were saying this is the best set for art to date. And I don't know, man. Alpha is pretty amazing. We just experienced Alpha in the Alpha box break as a reminder of how good it is. All right, 5 minutes. And then we'll take a break. Order of the Sacred Oak, Menges. Great one. All right. Oh, there's Aunt's sister, Stefania. I love that one by Jussie. Really pops. Gifted a Raven. Always pops out to me. Love that. All right. The kid's losing it. We're more than halfway through the box. We just got to get through this middle stack and then the last row. And then I'll have 9 more boxes coming, guys. So we'll do some breaks. Feign Death, Kyle Calazans. Incredible. Oh, the Winter Nymph Beautiful artwork by Severin. Severin, man, so great. Savior. All right, so we get an avatar and Corruptor. Corruptor is in the Elite or Unique slot, guys. Note it. Note it, okay? So the rarity of avatars, we usually get one unique per set, it seems like, of an avatar, maybe. Looking back, the Ironclad avatar looks great. Yeah, some of these avatars. The avatars are all awesome in this set. Scatter by Kovacs, super cool artwork. Really beautiful color palette. Oh, Trade Encampment. I really enjoyed that one by Elvira. It looks like a throwback from those 80s, 90s video games. Desert Bloom. Oh, the Desert Bloom by Kaio. Excellent. All right, great work, great work. You got a foil Persecutor? Dude, Persecutor is amazing artwork. That's the Zondi, right? Did that one? So great. The Base of Babel. We know the Apex is in here too. The Necromancer. I know I didn't say that right, but all right. So we're through the second row. Here we go, guys. Wish I could take some more time to enjoy it. We'll have to do that on another opening, but we have seen, I mean, some of you guys have seen these like all week long. The Whatnot streamer's been doing it. So I've seen a lot of these. Maybe I'm going a little fast, but look at this. Barging Barghest. Exceptional monster breaks the barrier. Zondi. What a freaking artist. What an addition to this set. So great. Great discovery. Really nice guy, too. Talked to him a few times. Super nice guy. All these artists are so genuine and humble, and it's wonderful people, which makes their art even more enjoyable, too, if they're great people. You just wish them the best, right? And it's a joy to work with them and help them be successful and showcase their work and love on their work and offer it. And you guys get to acquire it. A lot of you guys, I know you bought your first painting ever in Sorcery, and now you're fiendish collectors, and for good reason. It's a lot of fun, right? Bitten. Oh, Sensu. I forgot about that one from another Severin. The Sacred Stag. A few Severins in this box. Oh, that one really pops. The Gift of the Serpent. All right, Driftwood Maros. We got this awesome Vasily artwork. One of my favorites from him in this set of the Maros. Oh, sick artwork, dude. It's so good. He's got to bring some of those to Sorcery Con. That'd be sick. So, Lord Nagy Paul, I announced, Dan, I don't know if you were here when I said it. I know I leaked it on the Discords, I think. I did, to you and Will Jackson. So you guys know Nagy Paul is in for Sorcery Con. Amazing development. All right. Ironclad. It's awesome. All right, we got another. Oh, there they are. There they are, Danny boy. The frogs. The headless head. Hauntless head. All right, Twilight Blossom, Trial by Fire, and the foil is Corruptor Freak. Exceptional Corruptor Freak by Brian Smith. Super cool. Detonate, Zombie Horde. All right. Getting through it here. Getting through it. Good stuff. Who else is newly announced? So tonight I announced Mikhail, Heidi Talifer, Scott Kirshner is coming. And who was the fourth that I announced, guys? I'm losing track now. Kirshner, Talifer, Nagy Paul, Truett Parrish. Truett Parrish is the one I had not announced yet. Truett comes back this year. Awesome guy, dude. David O'Connor, amazing artist. Oh, look at that. Elvira Shekik. Oh, wow. Ferryman's Coin. Dude, that's awesome. Wow. Dude, the art is intricate in that one. You got to study that one when you get in foil or full art. Elvira Shakarova. She was starting to wonder if Eric was going to use her art in this set because he took so long. We saw the Silver Bullet, but it took forever. They were really holding out on her stuff. Harbinger, Shallow Grave, Matthias Frisk. Dude, incredible artist. So talented. All right, we got a foil coming up. Fatality. Oh, that looks sick in foil. Finish them with this exceptional magic. Kill target wounded minion. Finish them. Wicked. Brian Smith. Dude, Brian Smith. I was joking. He said he was laughing his ass off. He's in my Discord. So he was like tracking my comments or just saw me like chatting in there as he was like following our Gothic channel this week. And he was like, Mike, he's like that pretend interchange that you were mocking up with Eric about, hey, you up for painting 70 paintings? Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. He said he had to screenshot it because he thought it was hilarious. And he was like, and you're not too far off because I painted like 40. He did 40 paintings, guys. 40 paintings, maybe 50. It was some absurd number. And it shows. He's got so much artwork in this set. It's unreal. I don't even know it's in here. This was an older one he did years ago, but he did like a million paintings. Oh, Mountain Peaks. Brian. Oh, shit. That's Brian Smith, too. Very interesting. Benson, Legion of Gaul. All right, we got a foil coming up. Order of Pale Worm. 2 of them in a pack. 1 foil, 1 non-foil. So I sold that painting about 2 years ago, I think it was. It wasn't yet in Sorcery, so it's speculative. We thought it was going to be. I remember we thought it could be in Arthurian Legends at the time because it was called Black Knights, or Black Knight or something like that. But now it's Order of the Pale Worm, and it finds its way into the set. All right, so we hit a bunch of. How many foils did we hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 foils. That might be all the foils. Some people are saying there's only 7 in the boxes. They were routinely getting 7, but we already hit 9 foils in this box. So I'm wondering if that's. I think it's going to be all the foils we're going to see. Searing Truth, Holy Water, great one by Menges. Oh, this is super cool by Alvera Shakarova. Saw that recently. Great artwork. All right, I don't know if we're going to see any more foils, guys. It's going to be interesting here. Still got like 5, 6, 7 packs left. Unless we get a God pack. We're going to hit a God pack? Zard the Whatnot streamer. He's been ripping a lot all week long. Forlorn Keep. Old painting. Finally seen use in the game. Sawbones is amazing. Liz Danforth. I don't know if Liz has a lot of paintings. And you know what? The one that was teased in the promo video, I don't 6, 7 again. I don't think we did I say that? I don't think we yeah, when you count to 9, you got to go through 6 and 7. Only 6 foils in your master case. Oh, the red mane. I got to show you guys an original painting. Oh, this is a great one. The Port by Juan Machuca. The Meat Hook. Oh, we're hitting all new artworks. Hyper Parasite. Wow, what a run. The Undesirables. The Wolf. All right. So we need a new stack here. Way too many cards. Way too many cards. What are you going to do with all these cards? Play the game? You going to play? All right, the red man. All right, guys. Got a few more. Whatnot is Gen Z version of QVC. $200 for a box of Gothic. Yeah, it's wild. Oh, Harvest Festival. I love that artwork. Beautiful by Aranja. I love that from the promo video. Oh, what is that? Heidi. Schleistrom. That must be. Is that a Swedish word? That's wild. Love that. All right, guys. All right. What is it? 1 o'clock? It's going to be brutal waking up for work, man. Got a bunch of meetings tomorrow. Everyone's hanging in. Guardian Angel, beautiful. Slobber Maw by Vasily. Oh, sick. Hollow One. This is one of the best artworks by Vasily. I mean, Mikhail Nagy-Paul. Vasily's the last one. Incredible. All right. I don't know if we're going to hit any more foils. We hit a bunch of one-shots. Whatnot is Gen Z. 63 people. I wonder who's actually awake. I do wonder. Barging Bargas. We hit that in foil earlier. To Scatter always pops. Failed Mutation. What a name. Corpse Catapult. Amil. That might be all the foils. We hit 9 foils. We're on the last pack, and it's all mangled up and bent. Had a little bit of lag. The rest of that case had 55995 for the other 5 boxes. 0 foil uniques. Wow. And 3 boxes with only 5 foils. Oof. That's rough, dude. Krull Murlocs. Base of Babel. Oh, the Sphere of Animosity. Elite Aura of Deep Dark Desperation. Avatars here can't leave, heal, or be defended. How does that work? So you place this on the site where they have their avatar, and they can't leave. Oh, it's an aura. Wow. So it affects the neighboring sites and they can't leave, heal, or be defended. Unbelievable. So you got to like get rid of that aura or else you're in great danger. Dude, that is a sick card. It's an elite, so you could play 2 of them. Is this a super powerful card or am I out of my mind on this? That seems like a sick card. The Sphere of Animosity. Wow, what a interesting artwork too. Elvira Shakarova. Amazing. Silent Hills. Trial by Fire. Ghostfire. Kirschner. That's it, guys. We hit 9 foils. All right, but nothing like too crazy. Ordinary, exceptional, 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 ordinary, exceptional, exceptional, and an avatar. Okay. So the avatar, I think, was an elite at least. But 9 foils from the remarkable new breakthrough set of sorcery. Incredible. Look at the full arts. Oh my god. Dude, how sick is a binder of Gothic gonna look? Unreal. Sorcery Con last year, we had foil uncut sheets the company provided for prize support. Super generous of them. Yeah, I'm sorry about the lag, guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging in there for what, over 3 hours we went. It's really amazing. It was a lot of fun. You know, I appreciate it. We showed a lot of stuff. I got to show you one more painting before we leave. I promised I would. Someone reminded me at midnight. Please take full advantage of the Curio catalog. Again, thanks to Agent Paco for redesigning that and making that an amazing page. It's going to be a great resource for everybody. And as we discover curios, we're going to update that fiendishly and get that up and ready for you guys as soon as possible, so you'll know what you're looking for in the set. It's a labor of love, that website. It's not an e-commerce site. It's costly time-wise and stuff to maintain. A lot of invested energy and time. Well, like I say, it's a labor of love, and we do it to support the community and just to enjoy it ourselves too. It's fans of the game and lovers of art, and this wonderful art project and game that is Sorcery. So please do like and subscribe to the video. I always forget to say that. Check out Patreon, the Collector Art House Discord. We'd love for you to join and talk to you guys some more. Join the Sorcery Contest Realm community group. We're getting really close to the 6,000 member giveaway. And here we have the Redmayne original painting from incredible artist Jussie Pilkus. So I did sell this painting already for Jussie, so this one is off the market, but thought it'd be really fun to share with you guys at the conclusion of the first Gothic box opening at midnight on Legal Street. Release date, there it is, by Jussie Pilkus, Redmayne. A really cool artwork from Gothic. So I hope you guys all have an amazing opening weekend. Enjoy the Gothic sets. And if I don't talk to you, have a wonderful holiday, Christmas, New Year's. I will talk to you. Every day we talk. But thank you guys all for tuning in. Appreciate your support. And I hope you love this set. And have a good evening. We'll talk to you this weekend. Take care, guys. See ya.